What is going on? What is happening? What is occurring right now? The cooking stream. The cooking stream. It's finally here after all this time. Here we are. We've got some things to clean up. We gotta clean up our workstation here. But what does all of this mean? What does it mean? What is the meaning of the cooking stream? What's the meaning of this? Why are we here? Why are we gathered here today for the cooking stream? Well, there's a couple of different explanations. I did my part. It's 100. Let's get cooking. But guys, cooking is a 3-stage process. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Cooking is a 3-stage process. What are the 3 stages of cooking? Can anyone guess? Raise your hand if you know the first stage of cooking. What's the first stage? I know there's a 20-second delay, so I'll let people think about that. Let's see if anyone can get the first stage of cooking. Because it's very important. It's probably the most important of all the stages. Because if you don't do this stage, you're just not set up for success. It's very simple, really. The first stage of cooking. And cooking is it's a life skill. You know, they say cooking is like chemistry. That's where you get Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, by the way, my favorite Netflix series. Nero Caesar says safety. Well, safety is very important, but safety is an adjective. I'm talking about a process. What's a verb? What's something you do? Schizo Rex says wash your hands. Schizo Rick is getting closer, but that's too specific. Wash your hands, very important. Ziv Fuchs says prep, cooking, cleanup. George says prep. Masad says quality ingredients. So actually, Masad, again, we've got 2 guys here. Nero says safety, which is a very important adjective, extremely important adjective. Masad says quality ingredients. Now, quality ingredients, those are nouns, those are objects, those are things that we need. But those aren't processes. Now, the processes that I'm hearing from Ziv Fuchs and George is the first thing that you need is prep. And prep, that's basically the right answer, but I was actually looking for the cooking sandwich. Because cooking is really, and sanitation, thank you, Nero. You know what? Sanitation is actually the closest anyone's come so far to getting the answer. We'll see if someone gets the answer before I reveal it here. But essentially, when it comes to cooking, I think of it like a sandwich, like an ice cream sandwich. You know, those delicious, you've got the chocolate, you know, the chocolate wafer, the soft, gooey, chocolatey wafer. It's a soft wafer, and in between is that vanilla ice cream, that chocolate ice cream sandwich we all know and love. Cooking, and the process of cooking, really the ice cream is basically, that is the cooking itself. Sanitation is a process. Yes, it is. And you're basically correct. You're using too complex of a term. You need to kind of dumb it down here. The question, what's it to you, is what are the 3 stages of cooking? And I'm describing cooking like an ice cream sandwich. Sometimes people don't even want the ice cream sandwich with the dark brown chocolate wafers. They want the actual cookie ice cream sandwich. So obviously the ice cream itself, the vanilla ice cream, that is the cooking process itself. Ken's making us a nice knuckle sandwich. That's right. We're going to get the 5-finger discount. That's right. No, just kidding. I'm a very peaceful person. I like the chocolate chip cookie ice cream sandwich. Yeah, that is a good one. We're not making that today, but that is a good one. That will have to be one for the future. Staff of Ross says cleanliness. Again, cleanliness is a noun. That is a noun that unfortunately is not a verb. Schizo Rick says gather materials. That's true. That's part of prep. You have to gather materials. But when we're talking about the cookie sandwich, the ice cream cookie sandwich specifically, we're talking about something that's the same in the beginning and the same at the end. So you don't prep at the end of cooking. You don't prep. You actually unprep, you de-prep. But there's one word that describes both the beginning process and the ending process, before you cook and after you cook. And it's a very simple term. I want to see if someone... Cleaning! Thank you, what's it to you? It's cleaning. You got to clean up. Now, of course, Nero, he had a synonym. He had sanitation. But sanitation implies... And hello, Condo. Hello, Condottiero. Good evening to you, sir. We are cooking today, but before we cook, we have to clean up. You have to clean up. It's not just prep, and prep is important. Gathering your ingredients. And technically, you could even call that the fourth stage. That's like step 0. You have to have your ingredients. If you don't have your ingredients, then, you know, you're defecate, eat, defecate. Okay, that's very crude. We need a telos. I'm sorry, the cycle of cooking is too cyclical. We need a telos. Clean and season. Yeah, seasoning is sometimes going to be there. You're not always going to season depending on what you're cooking. You have to clean. You have to clean before you cook. It's very important. It's not just about sanitation. It's not just about taking alcohol wipes and scrubbing everything down. It's about making sure you have a clean workstation. So we're going to be cleaning here. We've got our sink full of dishes, and we like to clean. You never want to start a new project before the old project is completed. So if you've got a bunch of dirty dishes, you need to clean them. Clean up your workspace. Make sure everything is nice, neat, and organized. Das alles ist in Ordnung. It has to be in order. Clean up, everybody wash your hands. Yeah, very important, good advice. There's a lot of life advice. See, if you learn how to cook, you're going to be prepared for pandemics. You're going to be prepared for large construction projects. You're going to be prepared for relationships. You're going to be prepared for spiritual life and spiritual welfare. When we did a reading of the Bible on this channel, we talked about the fishers of men, how Christ, he took his disciples fishers of men. Okay, obviously, that would be the resource acquisition for the cooking. You need to get the fish before you can start cooking. So there's spiritual lessons as well. Now, once you have your fishers of men, you've got to clean up. Once you drag them out of the ocean, flopping around, gasping for breath, you've got to clean up the situation. And then you can start doing the seasoning and everything like that. What about a recipe or directions? Okay, well, we don't use recipes and we don't use directions, okay? A good cook, everything's just up here. It's intuitive. There's no need for recipes and directions where we're going. This is discursive. You know my style. Have you ever seen me prepare for a live stream? I mean, have you ever seen me fully prepare? Like, usually I'm just like, okay, guys, I have a thought I've never thought before. I'm just going to proclaim it as if it's absolute truth, and you guys are going to listen now. That's how I cook. That's just how I am. This is not like Jordan Peterson, because we're not currently in a Russian rehab center, and I don't do drugs. Well, I have been taking melatonin. I guess I am going to end up in a Russian rehab center pretty soon. But I will eventually run out of melatonin. And then my sleep schedule is going to get messed up because I have insomnia. I haven't cooked in forever. I just fry stuff. Well, you know, today we're going to be doing a couple things. You need cooking cuisance. Season your hand with soap and warm water. And makes good chicken. I don't know, but you gotta really give it a good smell, because if it smells like food, it's got to smell. It shouldn't smell like soap. If it smells like soap, then the next time you put food in here, it's gonna have soap residue. That's not good for you. You don't want to be eating soap. That's not healthy. Xenoestrogens. But you know, I ate a lot of chicken today. I'm a bit bloated from how much chicken I ate today. I kind of went overboard with the sweet ginger chicken. I just ate a whole bunch of it for lunch. And it's sitting in my stomach right now. I use a recipe once, but I can usually improve and make variations. That's how I learned to make soup. Yeah, you gotta have, oh man. There's some craziness going on tonight with this cooking. But we have to wash the dishes here. So you do a nice like circular. I know this is like a rectangular shaped glass thing, glass container, not plastic containers. Stay away from plastic as much as possible. Of course, it has a plastic top. That's not good. I don't have the, what is it called? What are those glasses called? Remind me, what are those glasses called that hipsters like to drink out of? Does anyone know what those, they're like glass mugs, and they've got sealed glass tops, and they're very old style, and you can put jams in them, jams and jellies. Anyone know what I'm talking about here with the glass jugs? There's a certain mason jar. See, I got it even before somebody told me. It's a mason jar. So, the mason jars, are you in heaven? I'm in cooking heaven, Brian. We're in cooking heaven. We're in cooking heaven right now. It's pretty good. This is the life. Ken should just do a cooking channel. That might have to be what it is. Look, guys, no one wants to hear what I have to say. At the end of the day, my opinions are weird, obtuse, long-winded. They don't make sense. No one really cares. It's a humbling thing. It's a humbling thing when my best video ever got like 50 likes. My best video I've ever done got like 50 likes. And that for me is like peak performance. 50 likes on a 4-hour live stream, 4 hours of my time, preparation, really putting in the effort, really giving the hot takes, intelligent takes, using my entire brain power. And I try to do that, and then what happens? 50 likes. I put out a 2-minute video announcing a cooking stream, and I get 100 likes. 100 likes in just a few hours. See, I put up that video, and I said 40 likes. I said, let's do 40 likes. I said, let's do 40 likes. 40 likes is pretty good for me. If I get 40 likes on a video, I'm happy. I feel like that's a pretty good video. If I get 40 likes, I feel like I've done a good job. That's above average for me. I said, we'll set a goal of 40 likes. If I can get 40 likes on a 2-minute silly cooking meme video, then that's pretty good. And then, like, in 2 minutes, we were up to 20 likes, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Well, maybe it'll take us a little while to get to 40. Then we were at 39. So I quickly changed the title to 60 likes. Then all of a sudden I realized we were going to pass 60 likes in no time. So then I changed it to 100 likes, because I'm like, I'm not ready for this cooking stream. So we changed it to 100 likes, and then it became a challenge. It just shows you there's 100 dedicated fans out there who, for whatever reason, they hate my normal videos, or only about half of them. It's like a 50-50 shot if you're a fan of the channel. You either hate the video or you like the video. But with cooking, that's what the people have been waiting for. They've been waiting for cooking all this time. What do you know? It's just a humbling thing. You think you know your audience, and then your audience surprises you. So, it's just a very strange thing. But someone says, let's look at the chat. We've got mason jars. Ken made it to heaven, and then St. Peter put him in the kitchen. That's not a bad job, is it? Being a cook in heaven? That's a high responsibility. You got to cook for like God and stuff. You're cooking God's food up there in the kitchen. So I'll take that job. Kitchen is very bright. Yeah, it is. It is very heavenly in this kitchen. Ken belongs in the kitchen. Well, I don't know what you're suggesting there, Camille. But I do feel at home in this kitchen. I do feel good. Do more streams with Joel Davis. Well, we'll see. A lot of people hate Joel Davis. And by a lot of people, I mean Arvel. And of course I like Arvel, and I don't want to get on his bad side. But I could. I haven't spoken to Joel in a while. I just spoke to him recently because I've been so bored. And I said, I wonder what Joel's up to. So I checked in on him. And he's doing just fine. He's having a great time. He's doing his Joel thing. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I'm just, in general, we've had a lot of E-drama recently, haven't we? And I think at the end of the day, cooking would bring everyone together. I think we need to just, the religious division, the metaphysical division, the political division, all of the problems that so many people have with one another could be solved if we just did some cooking and sat down and ate a meal. And I think we could all get along if we just stop focusing on these abstract plans of power, how to take over the system, how to win, how to survive. If we just laid back once in a while and cooked, I think a lot of problems would be solved. I think we could bury the hatchet on a lot of things. You know, we are all human beings at the end of the day. We are all human beings, and we all gotta eat. Everyone's gotta eat. It's called table fellowship. That's true. We all gotta eat, you know. Y'all gotta cook, y'all gotta eat. So, no matter what's happened in the past, I mean, look, I've made mistakes, other people have made mistakes. And I understand if people say, look, I'm going to make a judgment about somebody and I'm going to swear them off forever. I understand that. You know, like Mr. Coolmug says, you know, you have to do what's best for you. And if what's best for you is parting ways with somebody, then I respect that. I won't force anyone to come together. I'm not one of these people who goes out and says, you know, people who have conflicts, people who have problems. I'm not someone who says, you guys have to be friends now. That's not my style either. But I will just say, I think the world would be a happier place if we just got together and cooked more. If we just did some cooking. Why have 72 women when you could have one Ken? Well, that sounds very sexual. Please don't sexualize me. That sounds very weird. Food brings everyone together. The Lord's chicken. Yeah, the Lord's chicken, you know. I think also racial division in our country could be healed if we just sat down and had some good cooking. I think a lot of racial division in this country could be solved if we would just eat a meal together. You know, the different races could try each other's food. You know, you can have a little Chinese food, a little ethnic food. You can eat some beans on toast, and I think we can all get along. So, just for the record, if anyone was confused here, Fourth Density was the one who came up with the idea of the cooking stream. In case anyone was confused, in case anyone thought this genius idea was my original idea, it wasn't. It was Fourth Density. Fourth Density, who has been a loyal fan of the channel for a long time. He's the one with the good idea. So you gotta give him a thumbs up. You gotta throw a dollar his way, you know? Show him your gratitude. Show him your thanks. Alright. Thank you for your apology for sexualizing me. Right now isn't the best time to establish IRL groups, so this is the next best things. Yeah, something like that. He's making gefilte fish. You know, I've never had gefilte fish. I've heard of it, though. It's a classic Yiddish cuisine. I've never had gefilte fish. I don't know. To me, if I eat fish, I kind of have to eat it as bare bones as possible. That's generally how I am. If I have a steak, I don't like to just load it full of ketchup and seasoning. I just want the pure steak, you know? Of course, you can throw a little salt on there. You can do some things, but some people really like to load it up with just way too much. And to me, that's the way I am with fish. Like with fish, maybe you put a little herb on there, you put a little butter, you put a little lemon, and that's it for like a salmon. And I just like the fish as it is. When people start like gefilte fish, I understand it's like chopped up and mixed together fish, which I guess in the case of sushi is okay for some reason. But it needs to taste clean. It shouldn't taste... I hate fried fish. I cannot stand fried fish. Now, fish sticks, for whatever reason, that's a different thing. But fried fish, I've had fried fish where people say, oh, this is the best fried fish ever. You should try this. Now, I got sick I got sick because my friend was sick, so he gave it to me. And that was also one of the few times in my life I had quite a lot to drink. So there were a lot of external factors, but I remember throwing up all this fried fish. And that was, I know a lot of stories of people who were forced to eat fish and then throw it up and have an aversion to fish for the rest of my life. I'm not that extreme with it, but gefilte fish, fried fish, I generally stay away from that. Let's see, cooking can be improvised. Baking is chemistry that you can't mess up. Well, you can mess up baking. You can definitely, there's a Dutch show called Heel Holland Bakt. If people are really into the esoteric, some people like foreign films, I like foreign cooking shows. Heel Holland Bakt, Camille will probably know about Heel Holland Bakt, which that's an intensive baking show. If you think you can't mess up baking, watch Heel Holland Bakt. Like, that is an intense cooking show over there in the Netherlands. Racial division won't get solved because the elites use it to keep us off their back. Look at the changes around the end of Occupy Wall Street. Okay, again, you're over-intellectualizing. These intellectual problems are not going to be solved with intellectual solutions. You need to come in from left field. You need to just outflank these intellectual problems with cooking. So, I'm going to leave the chat for a second, and I'm going to survey my environment. I do have, I guess, one more thing I could dust off here. I'm running out of soap pretty soon. I'm going to have to load up a new soap thing. So I suppose we can read something else. Press 1 to thank fourth density. Simultaneous bite. I don't know what that means. When is the best time to establish IRL groups? Probably not in the middle of a pandemic. Although, you know, there's two extreme positions on the pandemic, right? The one extreme position is something like it doesn't exist, it's fake, only old people get it. If you're under the age of 55, you should be fine. It's like the regular flu, you get sick for 2 weeks, and then it's fine. And then it's fine. But the issue with that, the problem with that, is there's an alternative view, which is 4 million people will die. It's going to make you infertile. It's going to cause permanent lung damage. It's going to cause vision damage. It's going to infect 80% of the population. So there's these two extreme positions, and I tend to think the answer is somewhere in between. I tend to think it's not going to, like, wipe out half the population. It's not going to kill 4 million people in America. But on the other hand, folks, you know, there's two extremes, and I'm somewhere in the middle. I am the enlightened centrist. So that's what cooking's all about. Cooking is about getting things right, you know, not too sweet, not too bland, not too salty, not too bland, but right in the middle. You got to get that right in the middle there. It's perfect. I predict chicken. Well, if you predict chicken, you might be correct, because we're going to take a look. We have cleaned up our area for the most part, and we do have some frozen chicken in here. Some frozen chicken. So would you look at this? It is what we did is prior to the stream, we did some prep, right? So we cooked a big rotisserie chicken in the oven right over there. Right down there, you can't see. You can see the oven top, but you can't see the whole thing, because if I did that, you wouldn't see my face. So we did cook these up. We've got a couple of drumsticks. We've got 2 drumsticks, 2 wings. The skin is nice and crispy. We did freeze it. This prep is weeks in advance. I've been prepping for weeks for this cooking episode. So we have some chicken here. We're going to now run some hot water on it so that it loosens it up, so that it comes nicely out. Because right now, the chicken's going to be stuck to the walls of the glass container. We want to get it out here. And we're going to put it over on this cast iron. This cast iron here. So this is what you want. If you watch the movie Dark Waters with Mark Ruffalo, then you already know. You already know that Teflon is causing all kinds of problems. So you don't want to use Teflon. You know, the thing about Teflon is they say, oh, it's safe. It's safe. It's safe because it's 1 part per million or whatever. Okay. All right, big corporate chemical company. you say it's safe because it's only 1 part in a million. But what if you use it a million times? Now it's a million parts in a million. You see how the logic works there? So you can't be using the Teflon anymore. You got to go cast iron. That's the way the ancestors did it. You got to go back to basics, people. You got to get simple with this. Don't overcomplicate, don't overthink, don't use these fancy Teflon pans. We're going back to cast iron. So we've got our chicken in here. It's been, you can hear it rattling around in there because we did unfreeze it slightly. Now the center of that chicken is still frozen. So we're going to have to heat it up. So we're going to slap it on the pan here. We're going to pop this open. Slap it on the pan like that. And we're going to turn the heat on maybe to 1 because I'm not going to be paying attention to it. I just want it to be warming up. I don't own a microwave. I don't have a microwave. I know it's easy. I know it's convenient. I know if you have a can of soup or you have, say, some frozen chicken pot pies or some fish sticks or any kind of frozen meal or frozen food, I understand that essentially it is much easier to live life with a microwave. I understand that. I'm not a person who misunderstands these things. I fully understand. But I just don't own a microwave. I just don't own it. It's just a way of living. It's a choice. You know, some people say, oh, microwaves, they're fine. You know, there's no radiation in microwaves. It's very safe. But here's the thing, folks. The way that a microwave cooks is microwaves are waves. They're essentially waves of light. They're photons at the end of the day. They're photons, and they're vibrating at a certain frequency or wavelength. And the microwaves, they hit the water molecules at exactly the right wavelength, and they start vibrating those water molecules that are in the food. So they start vibrating, they jiggle them around, and that heats them up. And when the water molecules in the food heat up, the rest of the food heats up. You'll notice that if you put metal in a microwave, it causes a fire. If you put a piece of paper in a microwave, it doesn't really heat up that much. It's the water, it's the drier something is, the harder it is to microwave. The wetter it is, like soup, the faster it is to microwave. You know, a cup of tea or something. Very convenient. But the thing is, when you microwave food like vegetables or fruits or meats, those microwaves, my understanding is they break down the molecular composition of certain nutrients more than a traditional heating source. Because a heating source, it's not vibrating in the same way. It's vibrating all of the molecules rather than just the water molecules. So it's a different process. And so I think microwaves, you lose certain nutrients and certain vitamins. And so it's depriving you. Of course, the best thing of all is just to eat all your food raw. But I'm not going to take those chances. I don't think... And I also like the taste of cooked food, so I'm not willing to go that extreme. I'm not going to go full raw meat diet. I'm not quite there. I'm going to continue cooking things. You know, Heel Holland Bakt is just a good show, and the Netherlands is just a good country. It's like, so you've got people who are obsessed with Japan and they watch anime. I'm kind of obsessed with Holland and I watch Heel Holland Bakt, so there you go. Chamomile tea with some flower honey. Ah, yes, we do have some tea, but we can't cook it because, well, we could cook it. I actually do, after that diatribe about Teflon, I think this is a Teflon nonstick pan, and I could theoretically use it. I tend not to heat anything in here, but I could cook some hot water in here. I could make some tea, but it's getting hot in the kitchen, so I think we're gonna turn the temperature. Let's see here. Let's make it a little bit cooler. Because it's heating up in this kitchen. You wouldn't think it. You wouldn't know it from just watching. But it's getting sweltering in here. Maybe it's just, maybe the pressure of being a professional cook. I haven't even begun here. It's just getting started. And yet I am very concerned. I'm looking at what I have here, and I'm very concerned. Will this turn out the way that we want it to? As of yet, I don't know. I'm gonna put it up to 1.75 there. All right, let's take a look. I'm totally on board with your wholesome overload plan. I agree with you there. I do need to let loose more. there's always time to let loose. We can always take some time off from the heavy-hitting subjects, and we can just let loose, and we can just relax, you know? We can just do some stretching, open up the neck, do some cooking yoga, just open up the shoulders a little bit. The shoulders are sore. Do some stretching against the corner over here. I'm looking at the thumbnails for Heel, Haul, and Bach, and it looks like the Great British Bake Off. Ah, the Great British Bake Off. Yeah, you have it in a lot of different countries. Dual pacification effect desired by the elites. The virus takes out your teeth. Let's see what the vaccine does. Ooh, well, there's a scary thought. About as crazy as you describe. I hate people who cook with cast iron. Cast iron is king. Well, I'm sorry, Camille. I'm sorry that you hate me now. Hipster whining about cast iron. Dude, you need to get yourself a cast iron skillet. It's the exact same as other pans, but way heavier and more expensive, and you can't ever clean it for some reason. I disagree with you, sir, because when you have Teflon, if you take a fork and you try to scrape something off the Teflon, even if you don't use a fork, if you're just cooking, wow, that stretch felt great. I feel awesome now. Everyone, take a moment, take a stretch wherever you're sitting. Stretch your neck out. Stretch the neck out. Put the hands behind the back. You know, come up here a little bit. And then come back up. You know, really stretch yourself out. Wherever you are, you're in a chair, do some of these stretches. Do some of these. Do some of these stretches. Hold it for 30 seconds. Just loosen up. Just get loosey-goosey. Okay? But the thing about the cast iron versus the Teflon is, let's say you burn something on your Teflon pan. Or you don't even burn something, but there's something sticking to it. And you really have to scrub with that scrubby sponge to get that food off that Teflon surface. Well, 99% of the time it's going to come off because it's non-stick, it's Teflon. But there's that 1% of time you're actually going to rub the Teflon off the surface, and now you've got a spot. And I'll show you. This is my old Teflon pan I used to cook with. You can see the results, folks. You can see exactly what happens here. You can see that eventually I rubbed the Teflon off and you got the metal underneath. Now when I cook on this, and there's my cooking alarm. Now when I cook, I gotta shut this alarm off. When I cook with this Teflon thing here, stuff gets stuck to the portion. Which one of these is it? It's very late at night. Okay, so anyway, that's why we don't use Teflon, because people says, oh, Teflon's easier. Well, not in the long term. Cast iron's going to last you forever. You're going to need to buy continuously new Teflon pans. It's built to be destroyed. It's built to be rebought. Whereas cast iron's going to last you for life. Cast iron's beautiful. So I guess we're just going to have to hate each other. Well, I don't hate you, but you're just going to have to be, you know, I can't tell you not to hate me. That's your choice. Let's see. We have to go back. Outdoor kitchens now. Okay, where is the Sweet Baby Ray's? I don't even know if I have. I used to have it like a year ago. Like when I made that video, I think I had it. Here's what we have. Here's what we have. These are unopened. One day I went to the store and I said, I'm going to buy every single possible... Oh, this expires March 13th, so I should probably throw this away. But I said, I'm going to buy every single mustard, because at the time I was on a mustard kick, I was looking for new flavors and styles of mustard. So I bought all the mustard that was available to me. This one is vinegar, mustard seed, horseradish, salt, spice, and natural flavor. So I didn't try this one, because right after I bought all the mustard, I got sick of mustard and I stopped using it. But anyway, this is a horseradish mustard, which I was planning to eat, but is now expired. I don't know, does mustard really go expired? Sometimes with the expired date, they're just saying that to be safe. They're like, well, we'll make it go earlier than it actually expires, right? And they do that because they want to make sure no one eats something that's expired. But in fact, it might still be okay. It might still be good. You can't tell with these people. Sometimes they lean on the side of caution. Sometimes we are on the edge. Sometimes we push the limits of mustard. What's that capable of? But we'll put that back. We're not going to use that right now. but I'm just going to show you all the different sauces I have. Then I have Coleman's mustard, which is a Norwich, original Norwich English. And I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if the zoom is going to... I'm going to have to do a manual zoom, I think. Where's my Logitech here? Let me open this up. Alright, so I double click on that symbol. I go into advanced. I go to control. Let's see, if I hold this up here, and then I go like this, we're going to need some more lighting, I think. There we go. Can people read the special seal here? Well, anyway, what that says is, by appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, let's refocus. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, manufacturers of food and household products. This is out of Surrey. And it is water, mustard flour, sugar, salt, wheat flour, spice, citric acid. After opening, pop your mustard in the fridge and use within 3 months. So this says the expiration date was in January. Okay, well this is probably not good anymore. It says, not for the faint-hearted, original English mustard will set your taste buds ablaze. Okay, well that's sad that I never got to try that. This is actually a very sad part of the cooking episode. All my mustard is expired because I bought all this mustard. This is a German mustard. This is Inglehofer. This is thick and creamy horseradish with grated horseradish roots. Now before I hype myself up on this one, what's the expiration date? It says best by October 21. The Germans win out. Take a look at this little German guy here. Take a look at this fella. You see him? You see this German fellow? Yeah, he's winning right now. He's winning the contest. This is a thick and creamy grated horseradish roots, vinegar, soybean oil, that's not good. High fructose corn syrup, that's not good. Eggs, sugar, salt, lemon juice, xanthan gum, mustard seed, artificial flavors, sodium metabisulfite, preservative, citric acid, spices, sodium benzoate, preservative, corn syrup, calcium disodium, EDTA, retains product freshness. Okay, that's all very bad. So I take back what I said about Inglehofer. I take what I back. It's also kosher. It's got like the American flag, but with a K instead of the stars. That's a different take on the American flag. So I guess this one's not actually that good. I guess it's a little bit deceptive. You look at the expiration date, you say, oh, this is a good mustard. And it turns out that's because it's full of crap. It's full of chemicals. So we're going to have to rethink the mustard situation. We do have this ginger that I forgot that I had. Let's see what the expiration is on this. I'm probably going to throw this straight away. Yeah. Well, this is April 15th, 2020. Let's see how it smells. Doesn't smell the best. I don't know if I should use it. It's very old. Refrigerate after opening. Is this going to kill me if I eat it? This could be very old. I haven't used this in a while. I mean, it smells good. Doesn't smell terrible. But I should edge on the side of caution. We could make our own ginger, couldn't we? We could make our own ginger sauce. That's fine. This one is also kosher. I never check whether it's kosher or not, but now I'm really scrutinizing the product. It's always good. Alright, we're going to throw that one directly away because I've opened it and who knows what could be the issue with that one. We do have some marinara sauce. What's the expiration on this one? I don't think it's, does it say on the top? Best before December. Okay, that's not. We got to throw it away, folks. Man, I didn't know. I got this anti-sauce. All right, this one, sriracha sauce. This one should not be expired. Where's the expiration date, though? Everyone knows what's in sriracha sauce, right? Chili, sugar, salt, garlic, acetic acid, potassium sorbate, sodium bisulfate as preservatives. Xanthan gum contains sodium bisulfate sulfite. Yeah, I don't really know. Oh, it says best before June 2021. So this is still good. A little spicy sriracha sauce. Again, I was obsessed with spicy foods for a while. So I bought all these sauces all at once because this is how I think. I'm like, I'm sure I'm just going to keep loving spicy stuff forever. And so I'll just buy a lot to prepare because I don't like to, if I can buy in advance, I like to prepare. But in this case, it was a bad idea. Where's the Sweet Baby Ray's? I don't have any Sweet Baby Ray's. That's the sad part. No Sweet Baby Ray's here. What else do we have in the fridge? We've got some fluffy fresh bee pollen, which is good. This is okay. It says it expired, but I don't think bee pollen can expire. Is that even possible? Full of, very sweet. You can put it in cereals, put it in yogurt. I just like to eat it raw. It's got antioxidants. I don't know, some people are allergic to this, so be careful. Start off with just a little crumb and then build your way up. I'm not allergic though, so this is good stuff. Let's see what else we have. We have garlic. We do have some butter here. We got some butter. Now, with this butter, I think what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up making some granola. Now, that's not, of course, we've got the chicken. Everyone knows we haven't forgotten about the chicken. The chicken is on the cast iron stove, the grill. I'm not going to worry about that, okay? I'm not going to worry about the chicken. But we also have butter. And with butter, we can make granola. Maybe you've never made granola before. You know, I used to be a novice like you. I used to be someone who didn't know how to cook. But then I learned. You can take butter and you can put it with oats and you can make granola with a little bit of honey. But we don't have any honey left, so we're going to use sugar. That's okay. Let's get our oats out. Let's find our wild oats. Where are the wild oats? Not in there. Not in here. Nope, not in there. Well, before I show you the wild oats, let's show the supplements. We've got vitamin C, very important during a pandemic. Okay. We've got an adult's 50 plus multivitamin because it was probably on sale. But it's like, I'm just preparing for the future. I'm preparing for the 50 plus years. So that's a multivitamin. What does it got? It's got A, C, D3, E, K, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, folic acid, vitamin B12, biotin, pantothenic acid, calcium, phosphorus, iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese, chromium, molybdenum, chloride. I didn't know that I needed chloride. Potassium, nickel, silicon, vanadium, lutein, lycopene. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Apparently there's sunflowers. See, I didn't read this when I bought it. It has sunflower oil. That's no good. Got to throw these out. But I'll just use them anyway. Then what do we have here? We have zinc. Zinc, which is also good for a pandemic. Zinc, this is liquid zinc. You can drink this. You take 1 tablespoon a day. And it's just pure zinc in deionized water. So very easy to absorb into the body. Very good stuff, this zinc. Just pick that up. not too long ago. Prior to the great deluge, prior to the great pandemic. We've also got fish oil here. Fish oil, very good for your omega-3s, because you've got too much omega-6 from the vegetable oil, so you need to balance it out with some omega-3s. It's like the masculine and the feminine. You need to balance them out. So there's the fish oil. And then we have the allicin, which allicin is derived from garlic here. If you actually take this tablet and you let it melt in your mouth or you chew it, it's going to taste like garlic. It's going to taste exactly like garlic. So this is basically a garlic pill. It's garlic crushed up, dried, powdered, and you can swallow this to make sure you're getting your garlic. Of course, I like to actually eat the raw garlic, but this is just some extra stuff there to keep me full of garlic at all times. I think that's pretty much it for what we've got currently. We also have, in here, we have some ground ginger, okay? We've got some ground turmeric, okay? And we've got some Saigon cinnamon, all right? So that's all good stuff there. And actually, we're going to check on the chicken, and we're going to use this cloth, because you don't want to burn your hands. The stove, the little handle here is going to get hot, so you're going to use a cloth on it. Don't burn yourself. Safety first, remember. Hope you didn't forget about safety. I don't think anyone's forgetting about safety, but it's always good to double check. Now, what we can do is we can throw in maybe some, thinking of some sauce that we can throw in right now. Well, we do have, what do we have here? We have olive oil, extra virgin olive oil here. I don't know if this is the best olive oil. It's in plastic, it's not in glass, so not my first choice. You know, I just kind of panic bought this, I suppose. But we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in here, just so we don't have any chicken burning. Going to make sure that the chicken stays well lubricated, well oiled, so that it doesn't start getting too stuck to the pan or burning or anything like that. But in the meantime, while all that's going on, and I do have one more, I suppose I forgot to wash one of these containers here. We can take a look at the chat while I'm washing. Cast iron is cheaper than most pots, and here is how you clean it. Don't wipe it down and leave it alone. Yeah, that's a legit point. In the midst of everyone coming together. Crom and Joel, for what's the point of having ideas when you can simply cook? Expect a video soon, why Kenneth Brown can't cook. Kenneth has embraced his true identity. Alright, interesting. Let's scroll down more in the chat. Wow. There's a lot of messages here. I do a full body dynamic stretch every day. I'd collab on a stretching stream. Well, you know, you can come on the Discord and we can set up a collab stretching stream. I'd be down for that. Collaborative exercise on live streams? That's pretty cool. Your audience accused me of wanting to be loved. It's actually the other way around. I just want to be right, whereas you want the poll in your favor. You want 100 likes. Okay, awesome. Keep fleeing from the debate. I think I will. I think you will now have to make a new account. All right. Thank you, Internet Stalker, for maintaining the your lovely presence. Come back in 5 minutes. Let's see. Has any cooking happened yet? Yes. Currently, the chicken is in fact cooking, so you can't say that the cooking hasn't happened yet. Ideological prep. My GF would be out the door at this point. Your GF. I didn't know you had a GF. Interesting. No chef hat, no apron. No chef hat, no apron. If someone wants to send me or buy me a chef hat and apron, if someone sends me enough money on DLive so that I can buy a chef's hat and an apron, I mean, I could have a Kiss the Cook apron on, I could have a chef's hat. So if people want to buy those things, if people want to pay me $40 on D Live, we could invest in that. We could get those delivered. Of course, the delivery people these days, when people make non-essential purchases, have you seen the videos where they spit on the packages and rub the spit all around the packages? I don't know if I really want to make a non-essential purchase right now, but at any other time, you send me $40 on D Live, and I'm getting an apron, and I'm getting a chef's hat. So that'll have to be for the future. The mustard and horseradish won't expire unless it has other ingredients. Honey doesn't expire. That's true. He puts on the apron and hat at 200 and 300 likes respectively. Ah, there's another idea. There's another idea. I was expecting 40 likes, and then within 5 minutes we had like 20, and then in 10 minutes we had 39. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is supposed to be a challenge. But it just shows you that my audience, they've been waiting for my audience has been so patient. They've been listening to all me talk and talk and talk, and no one wants to hear that. People just want to see the chicken cook. I'm kind of blocking the chicken. I apologize. Really, they want eyes on that. They want to get that experience, that vicarious experience. They want to live through the cooking chicken. They want to be present with the chicken. And people, I mean, obviously 100 likes in just a few hours on a 2-minute video for a cooking stream, that's ridiculous. That blows everything I've ever done in my life out the water. So it shows you what my true calling is. I shouldn't do anything else, I think, at this point except cook. Why do people want to see this? What's next? A closet tour? Okay, if you counter signal the cooking stream, you're banned. I'm tired. I've found my calling, and now you're calling me the least stylish person. Oh boy, Peter he's done for. It's still good. Surrey is pronounced like hurry. Okay, the expiration date isn't the real expiration. The Queen doesn't like that mustard. Should be fine. The nose knows the real expiration date. Fresh ginger is the best. Well, we do have some fresh ginger. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Let's take a look at what we've got in terms of the fresh ginger. We have some fresh ginger. Pop this open. See if we can... Doesn't smell very strong right now, but what we're going to do with this fresh ginger is we're going to peel it with a potato peeler. So get ready for this. Get ready for this. We're going to take our handy-dandy potato peeler, and we're going to start peeling this fresh ginger. Ken is paying the kosher tax. You got to pay it. No way around it. I mean, not that I try to get around it. I would never do that. But it is what it is. You got to pay the government. It's like there's death, there's government taxes, and then there's kosher taxes. It's just part of life. This is my it's part of my neoliberal Zen, my Zen Buddhist cooking. You just accept things. You don't question them. You don't argue about them. You don't get mad about them. You accept the cards you've been dealt with. Like, look, I wanted to say something important on the internet. But that doesn't matter. What matters is cooking. And it's my mantra. I tell myself that, don't worry about the future. Don't worry about these plans. Don't worry about these arguments. It's just about the cooking. So I'm achieving inner peace this way. Let's see. Wow, this cleaning stage is quite long. Bro, the chicken is cooking, okay? It's getting ready. It's thawing. It's defrosting. That's part of it. We are in the cooking process, okay? This is not the cleaning. I'm literally cooking this ginger right now. This is part of the cooking process. Deep clean for the cooking stream. It's like, why not? I said once we got to, look, I kept moving the goalpost. First it was 40 likes, then it was 60, then it was 100. I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't push the goalpost. When it's 100 likes, I'm just going to have to I'm going to have to appear like an apparition. I'm going to have to like be summoned into the kitchen like a genie. It's just what's going to have to happen. So at this point, Ken is just going to have to leave for a grocery run. I don't know that that is going to happen. I don't know that I'm going to go to the store right now. I think I might just use my stock. This might be the last cooking stream for a while, because after this I might just have cans of soup left. This might be my last real food that I have. It's kind of sad, but we're going to enjoy it. It's kind of a last supper in a way. We're going to enjoy it together. We're going to have some solidarity here. We're all human beings. We all eat. We all cook, you know. It says best before, but it ain't too bad after. Ah, that's fair. Cleanliness is next to godliness. I ate too much bee pollen and my throat began to close. That's not good. I haven't had a problem with it. I haven't had a problem. Ken takes a bite out of the butter. Bro, you know I'm that guy. You know I'm that kind of guy. Let's see. The audio and the video and audio are slightly out of sync since you've manually adjusted the zoom. That's not cool. That's not what I like. Should I get perfect audio back? Should I do that? Let's I'll go grab the microphone. I just didn't want to get the microphone wet, but I think we're good. I think we're not going to be too messy. Let me get the microphone, and then we'll see if we can't fix this audio problem. It shouldn't be an issue. So I'm gonna put the microphone over here. I'm gonna take the USB and plug that in. And let's see now. Let's see. The microphone should now be on, and there should be two. I don't know what's happening. I just got super red. Now we have two microphones. Which is the correct one, though? So if I turn this off... Yep. Nope. Yep. Okay. We should have professional mic going. And I'm extremely red. I think I'm going to have to turn down the redness. Let's go into the redness factor. Color correction. Turn down the saturation. Maybe that'll be satisfactory. 50-year plus quarantine. Cooking stream takes Mama Ken to a whole new height. Yep. That is this. You're seeing my motherly aspects. Dinner will be ready in 5 minutes. Okay. You need to save the game and come down for dinner. You need to help set up. Are you going to set the table? Or are you just going to watch me make it? You going to set the table? It's going to be ready in 5 minutes. Save your game. No, I don't care that you're about to make it to the next level. We're having dinner. We're going to have a family dinner, okay? You can save your game. You've been playing it for 2 hours. Have you finished your homework yet? I don't want to hear it. Get your butt down here. Okay. That's it. That's an aspect. There's an aspect for you. Do you actually pay good attention to your diet? That's a lot of supplements. Well, there's literally nothing wrong with taking a multivitamin. And Mimetic Desire on Twitter said I should take zinc. And so that's it. It's just vitamin C, which is common sense, multivitamin common sense. Then you've got the garlic, which is just a personal love of mine. It's a placebo thing for me. The idea of garlic, it's just something I just like the idea of it. Just like the idea of it. So that's more of a personal choice. And then the zinc is a mimetic desire thing. And maybe some other health gurus. But what else do I have? I have the fish oil, which is pretty widely, touted as good stuff. Fish oil. And then that's it. That's it, really. I've got basically a multivitamin and vitamin C, zinc, fish oil, and Allison. That's like, I got my baby girl Allison up there. Oh boy. Isn't Cylon supposed to be better than Saigon? I don't know, dude. I'm not that advanced in like which type of cinnamon is the better cinnamon. So I don't think people can even see this this my technique is flawless here. The beauty, it's like a bonsai tree. When you peel the fresh ginger and you smell that fresh ginger smell, it has a calming effect. It's like an essential oil. It has a calming effect when you get rid of all these dark spots and you just leave behind that pure ginger. There's something very cathartic. It's like when you have a bonsai tree and you're tending to your bonsai tree, you are perfecting the ginger. You are exposing its innocent underlayers. You are revealing its true nature. You are wiping away. You are. Oh man, Chad is funny. Eyes on the prize, chicken. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay attention to the chicken right now. It's doing fine. It's cooking itself. That's half the fun of cooking, is it just does it by itself. You don't even have to put any work into it. It's like farming. You just watch the crops grow. You just watch the paint dry. You know, it just takes care of itself. It's a beautiful sight. It's like a Bob Ross style meditation. So now that we have our ginger mostly clean of imperfections, I'm going to make this one really nice. This one's going to be my best piece yet. My best. Would you look at this ginger? Would you look at this? This is pure. This is wholesome. This is what you want to have, okay? And I just dropped water on the keyboard. That's not good. That's not good, dropping ginger water on the keyboard. That's not in my plans tonight. I've got some different plans. I don't know if I can make it to that one. I've got some things going on. So, we've got our ginger here. We've got our blender, of course. You didn't expect that now, did you? So just drop the ginger in there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this purified water out of our water filter, and we're going to just put some water in there. Now, I heard recently that what you can also do is put some olive oil in here. So we're going to try that out. I don't know if it's going to be a terrible mistake or not, but we're going to try it out. We're going to just put some olive oil in there. And that's probably going to thicken it up some. Now we're going to lock this baby in. So we're going to find out where I put everything. We're going to find out today. Where did I put it? Did I put it up here? Did I put it in here? Did I put it? Yes, it's down here. So, we have the blender base. We can plug that right in. I don't know if people can see everything, but we're going to make the magic happen. It's going to be very loud. You might want to turn down your volume. I might just manually turn down the volume because I don't want to disturb people who are like falling asleep right now. I don't want to disturb you. So we're going to turn the volume down. We're going to take this here, lock and load. There we go. All right, we're back to full volume, and I want people to see what this looks like. We have now a ginger slurry. Okay, we just poured it into the sink. That's fine. We didn't pour all of it into the sink. Can we take the camera, reposition the camera, and just place it inside there? Can you see Can you see what's going on? We've got some of this ginger. Okay. So yeah, we wasted some of the ginger, but it's not a crisis, right? Everyone makes accidents. I'm not an expert on, you know, live streaming cooking yet. So, we have our ginger. We're going to pour this. And actually, before we pour it, no, we're just going to pour it in. I'm not going to use sugar this time. I used sugar last time, but that was like too sugary. So we're just going to pour this in here. And we're going to let that go. Let's just dig right into this ginger here, by the way. Oh, that's fresh. All right. Blend the camera. Oh boy, need some water with that ginger. Did you know Orban became a dictator today? Yeah, I heard about that. At the end of the day, you know, if we just, all this political stuff, I say, whatever the governments want to do, whatever the corporations want to do, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that anymore. I'm just cooking. I don't have time to tell you what to think about Orban. I'm too busy cooking right now. So our drain is full of ginger right now. We gotta do a little music with it. Toss that in the trash. Okay. There's smoke? There's no smoke, it's steam. It's literally steam. It's not smoke. Don't worry about it, folks. It's not burning. The chicken is burning. Don't worry about it. Worry about the chicken burning. If this is the Last Supper, who's getting crucified? This is bad audio. Turn down the exposure also. So you're saying this is worse audio than before. If it's worse audio before, then I will just... Okay, I'm going to switch the audio. Tell me if the audio is better now that I've switched the audio over. Nagging mom. This is bad cooking advice. Well, you know what? Did I say I was perfect? No, I just said... All I said was... we haven't steamed clams. Yo, I actually have clams, though. I have some clams that are in a can right now. Blender go burr. Very true. Give it the smell test. If it smells bad, use soap. It doesn't smell bad, but I'm going to use soap anyway. Just because I feel like using soap right now. Crucify the camera. I don't know about that. The camera's been very good to me so far. This camera's an old camera. It's not some kind of new high-tech thing. I didn't pay a cent for this camera. I got this camera for free. You can thank Arvil for this camera. I was too lazy to buy my own camera. Man, the only people I think who would remember the days before this camera have already left the channel out of protest. They've left the channel. They don't like the new direction of the channel. I've transformed. I've completely alienated my former base. And now all that's left is cooking streams. But that's okay. We've accepted it for what it is. MacBook keyboard and touchpad currently short-circuiting. Yeah, that's okay. Bruh, Orban got war powers over a virus. That's pretty cool. Camille says, the thing is, Macron did exactly the same thing last week. No one cared. Yeah, that's a good point. Simulated end of history. The masses demand total war, so they're gonna get it. Okay, I don't know, man. It is louder, but more clipping. The other one might be better. Alright. We'll switch back. Alright, are you happy? Now it's the other one. Are you happy? We're back to the other one now. I don't have another mic. I don't have other options for you. I know it's kind of far away, but I don't want to get water on it. And also, if I get it too close, all you're going to hear is the water. Alright, we've reached the end of the chat. The views are down. And the stream might be coming to an end. Even though we haven't finished cooking yet. Maybe we leave something to be desired. Maybe there's a next stream, a subsequent cooking stream where we continue the adventure. Let's get the get some things out of the drying rack here. I don't use a dishwasher. I have a dishwasher, I just don't use it. Is Ken the Lion from the North? I don't even know. It's like almost the same. Oh, that's very sad. That's very sad that my expensive microphone is the same. The problem isn't audio quality, it's the audio is ahead of the video out of sync. I don't know how to solve that. Okay, let's go here. Restore default, save, default, save. Okay. All right. Save that there. Filters, color correction, minus, yes. Okay. This is chess, take the chess out. This is the let's play, take the let's play out. Even take the video capture out. Let's just take the entire video out. Alright, window capture. Or excuse me, I don't want a window capture. I want a video capture. It's very dark in here now. Someone turned off the lights. Video capture. Device. What if I do the built-in... What if I do the built-in one? How's that? Is that better? Are things in sync now? That looks better to me. It looks more in sync. I'm sorry we're having technical difficulties on a cooking stream. I don't know why this is happening. Usually I would make things better. I wouldn't. But now see, I'm too dark. Now you can't see me. Let's see what we can do here. Put this over here. Put this over here. And then open up this. Blind friendly stream. Yeah, exactly. Search the word white. And now things should be slightly brighter. Okay. Alright, it is better. Currently in sync with better contrast. Well, that's good to hear. Alright. You know, I'm not a perfect man, but I try. Cooking with Mystery Man. Cooking ASMR. That could be something, just cooking ASMR. You could just not look at the video, and then it would be ASMR. We care about the food. I'm sure you do care about the food. I always do the smell test. Now here's the thing. We've got some guck in here in our very sharp blades. We don't want to cut ourselves. But we've got some guck. So what we're going to do, we're going to take our extra toothbrush and we are going to try to dig in here and get that guck. Actually, the toothbrush head is too big to fit in here. So that's not going to work. Do I really care so much about the guck? There's no way I can reach it. I don't have any cleaning instrument small enough. Can people see the guck? It's probably too dark to see the guck. Can you see that guck in there? Yeah, there's some guck. Ken, your kitchen is a mess. Well, there's only so much cleaning I could do before the stream. How is it messy? What's the problem? What's the issue? What's the issue with the kitchen? What, we've got a banana here. We've got some utensils. Oh, is it the fact that this is over here? This is over here. I don't know what you want from me. You got some debris over here. Okay, it's not perfect. It could be better. But we have to compromise. We can't be, I would give 200 likes for a workout stream. Well, then we might have to do that. We'll see. I might put out a, I might put out a 2-minute video where people can give likes for a workout stream. Let's see. What does he cook? Chicken. We need to see the plate in the end, and you must taste it and comment on the dish. Oh boy. That's exciting. Now that chicken's really cooking over there. We're gonna have to tend to this chicken for a second. Pause the cleaning. Pause. Take a look at my chicken. It's the only one I've got. Ba-ba-da-bum. Take a look at my chicken. It's the only one I got. Ba-da-da-dum. Alright, chicken is cooking. While the chicken is cooking, Jesse, it's time to lift. I like that. I like that idea. See, I'm not a very athletic person at this point in my life. I was never an extremely athletic person, but there was a certain peak, you know, in my early teenage years where relative to other people, I mean, I've never been severely obese, right? So already I'm beating most people, you know. But I've never been like, there was maybe 1 year where I was like a star athlete, and then I think internet took over my life. And then when I say star athlete, I mean, I'm exaggerating relative to my other years of my life. So it would be a little bit silly to watch me do my like calisthenics, and I've got like the Obama workout. I've got like the 2-pound dumbbells, and I'm like doing my lifts like this. That would be pretty silly. That would be pretty silly. That would be a laugh. What was your sport? I played all the sports. I played pretty much every sport there was to play. Let's grab some coconut milk. You know what's coming? We got the shaker here. Everyone thinks it's a protein shake. It's not a protein shake. Let's take a look. A Ken workout stream. It's possible. Anything's possible. For 200 likes, anything's possible. Ken, your kitchen is a mess. Gucky. Ignore the guck. Alright. So we've got some coconut. I don't know if you can see this. I don't want to spill it again. I don't think I can show it to you. Because this time, this is the inbuilt camera. It's not the movable camera. That's how we fix the audio and visual sync up problems. I always have a backup. There's always a backup to the backup. A, B, C through Z. That's how I am. Always have a backup. I got some things going on there. Size or color or function. Really no reason to the placement of things at all. What do you mean? Okay. Seriously. What are you even talking about? This is immaculate. This is clean. Throw that in there. Put this over here. This goes here. These are over here. Banana. All right, it's clean. What are you talking about? Everything's assorted. It's fine. I can put this away. I'm not using this anymore. All right, put that away. It's good. It's happy. All right? You see everything? It's all neat. It's organized. Jeez. All right, where are we going? Use a skewer stick. I don't have a skewer stick. It raises tea. Guck only exists if you believe it exists. Really no reason. Jesse, it's time to lift. Time to burn off the salmonella you reheated so far. What was your sport? Quidditch. I'm watching this on my TV. Jack of all trades. All the sports at once. When someone tells me they played all the sports, I hear they play no sports at all. There's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. Some people might be able to guess what my best sport was. The sport where I could actually beat other people and impress people who were older than me. I did that because I trained very hard for a few years and then I kind of gave up on it. I gave up on it after I didn't become the captain of the team. So I was like, I'm the best on the team and I'm not the captain. I'm done with this. Also, internet. Internet took over my life. So, a couple of factors there. Are you trying to burn your kitchen down? Are you preparing your towel as a side? No, I'm not preparing the towel as a side. Listen, the towel goes on here to prevent me from touching the hot handle of the cast iron pan. That's the purpose of the towel. Are you saying, oh, it can catch on fire? It's not going to catch on fire. It'll be fine. I don't want to burn my hands. I'm less scared. Look, if there was a fire, that would be fun. It would be exciting. If we had a fire, that would just, let's live on the edge. Let's have a kitchen fire. You can watch me have a kitchen fire on stream. That's fun. All right, what else can we put in this chicken thing? We do have here, if you guys were wondering, we have some mushrooms, right? Some white mushrooms, which are good if they are made outside. If the mushrooms were raised outside, then they're very good. But if they are raised inside, then they're very bad. Very Lockean kitchen. The bulk and size is very appropriate. Is this what the Parasite movie was like? Real pod vibes here. Jeez, dude. Peter does not stop. Peter is relentless. I mean, I don't know how I feel about people making fun of the kitchen. Is that acceptable to disrespect the chicken? I don't know. Or the kitchen. Those two words are very similar. Kitchen, chicken. All right. We're going to grab one of these. And we're going to start washing the mushrooms. I'm washing the mushrooms, getting the dirt off. Throwing them in this cross-country or tennis, probably swimming. I was guessing cross-country or soccer. Someone should report this to Ken's mother. Why? My mother would be proud. She would be happy. How do you know my mother isn't watching right now? How do you know my mom isn't watching? How do you know I didn't call my mom today and be like, hey mom, I'm doing a cooking stream later if you want to check it out. Maybe that's how maybe this YouTube channel is how I keep in contact with my relatives. Water polo, I guess it is soccer. Ken's got a positive ape index. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a positive ape index means. I've never heard of that before. Do you own things not out of date? These mushrooms aren't out of date. These mushrooms are nice. Let's smell them. Let's give them a good... They smell like mushrooms. I love the smell of mushrooms for some reason. They're very tasty. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. This one does look rather dark, though. I don't know about this one. I don't know if this one's really perfect. Oh, don't hit on my mom. That irks me. Don't do that. I'm going to ignore that. The live chat is dead right now. Live chat has betrayed me. Does this look like the mushrooms are getting moldy to you? This darkness on the mushrooms? I suppose you can't see. It's kind of hard to see what's going on. Oh, you know what I can do, folks? Hold up just one moment. One, two, three. Okay. My friends, comrades, is that better lighting now? It's actually not even that better. I'm not going to. I will never speak of my mother on this channel again, or any other relatives. This is not going to be a topic. I brought this on myself, didn't I? This is what happens with the cooking streams. Very, very bad things. Mold is good for you. That's good. Purely platonic. Okay. Alright. Very wholesome. Fine and normal. Okay. Well, the mushrooms are starting to get very soggy in this hot water. So, I think it's time that we stopped with the hot water for a second. Check on the chicken. Chicken's doing good. Chicken's doing fine. Chat is slowed down. I think we've peaked. You know, it's funny. There apparently are 100 YouTube accounts in this world that want me to do a cooking stream, but not 100 of them want to watch the cooking stream. That's the thing. I got a lot of likes, but I didn't get a lot of views. What's on the menu? Kenneth is the one sexualizing this? No, literally, I'm responding to a kissy, winky face and someone saying, if you're watching, hit me up. How is that? How, and then saying babe, the word babe? Come on now. Oh man, I can't handle it. You've figured out my... You figured out how to push my buttons now. Oh well. That's just how it goes, isn't it? I will start banning people. But you've had your warning, I suppose. We'll see. We'll see who is respectful and who is not. Now we have some mushroomy water here. We have some brown. Tastes like some very good mushroom water. Mushrooms, chicken, what else? I don't know what else we have. Swimming, tennis. For 20 likes, eat the towel. I'm not gonna eat my towel. If I knew my parents watched my videos, it would severely distort my content. Well, that's you. Don't talk about moms, yo. Yeah. I'm gonna put a moratorium on the mom talk until we can figure out what the heck is going on. Michael is about to be banned. Safarah, you're gonna have to go back in the chat. I think... How did it start? I think it was... I don't know if someone asked if my mom watches my streams or exactly what happened. But, no, someone was like, let's report this to Kenneth's parents. Or let's tell Kenneth's mom. I was like, why would you tell my mom? I'm not doing anything wrong. And then people just went off. People went off, and, it's very irksome. You know, there was a story once of a diss-off. Did you guys ever have rap battles? I once had this diss-off where this guy was dissing me, and he said, you're so clean-cut, straight-edge, such a goody, two shoes. I bet you've never stolen anything in your life. Just out of the blue, unprovoked. And so I said, I have stolen something. And he said, what? And I said, yo mama's virginity. And the crowd went wild. The problem was, he was about 300 pounds. And so he started flipping desks, and the teacher, you know. And that's where it stopped being a diss-off, and that's where it started being like, okay, I'm about to die. This is how it all ends. A giant ogre is going to squash my skull for making a yo mama joke. But I'm not aggressive. I'm not the kind of guy to flip over desks. I'm not violent. I'm passive aggressive. So people irk me, and I just sort of, I seethe. I don't, I don't go all out. I don't go in like a samurai. I don't go in like a kamikaze. I just seethe. I seethe. So, we do have, to get back to food here, topic of food, we do have some coconut milk and we have some turmeric. We're just going to put in a few puffs of turmeric and then put that away. Let's check on the mushrooms here. Everything's looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. All right, we got a bone here. We've got a bone. Let's get a little bone receptacle. Plop that bone in there. Is this the same 300-pound kids you were pinned by then kicked? Wasn't the same kid. Wasn't the same kid, but a similar archetype. You know, that kid was really funny because I had a friend whose mother passed away when he was young. And this kid, the same kid from earlier, that kid was, he was making fun of my friend whose mom had passed away. Like, oh, your mom is dead, like, ha ha ha. And then so we started bullying him. I'm not going to tell you how we started bullying him, but it was like, we didn't provoke it, we didn't start it. He felt insecure, so he felt the need to attack my friend. So we just started ganging up on him and just saying whatever we could. And it was pretty easy. It was pretty easy to point out certain flaws in his person. And he would go crying to the teachers every time. You know, he would assault me, I would take it, I wouldn't say anything. He would try it again, I would defend myself, he'd go crying to the teachers. and then one time I was singing a song about chunky peanut butter. I was minding my own business in the middle of recess in the field, and I was just skipping along, hopping along, singing about chunky peanut butter, and he stole my shoe previously. So I was going to the teacher, I was like, he stole my shoe, can I have my shoe back? Because it flung off when I was kicking a soccer ball. And so I'm just happy-go-lucky. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to engage with him. I'm just going to go to the teacher, like they always tell. You know, they say, don't fight it out yourself. You got to go to the teacher. So I went to the teacher, and as I was walking there, I was singing about chunky peanut butter. So he hustles up beside me, and he starts running to the teacher. And I'm like, what's the point? He's going to run to the teacher. He has my shoe. What's he going to give it to the teacher? Like, what's going on? He gets to the teacher, and the teacher's like, I need to talk to you. And I'm like, yeah, he has my shoe. And she's like, no, you were calling him chunky peanut butter? That's not very nice. Like, I was singing an advertisement that was on at the time. I was singing about chunky peanut butter. And, what the heck is this? And then I get put in detention for recess. I lose my recess time. Can I just get my shoe back? This is when my hatred of authority began. On the school ground. So it was, you know, physical acts of aggression, theft of property, violation of the NAP. None of that matters, but mean words. Oh, you said a mean word. I didn't even say that directed by him. He just took something. He took the, you know, something. I wasn't even trying to misgender him or anything. And he just took something out of context, and then he made that into a hate crime, and now I'm in trouble. So, man, these are the seething. I'm still seething about this all these years later. Still seething. What's going on with that? Let's take a look. People who liked for a cooking stream but don't want to watch it just want to see the world burn. Yeah, that's true. Moms are a protected class. I agree. Do not use the mother's name in vain. Interesting inversion. Ken, there is a black speck to the right of the stove. What, over here? You talking about this, or are you talking about this one? I don't know. There's a lot of specks. Look, at the end we'll do a little cleaning, okay? That's part 3. Remember? You remember the 3 parts? What's going on with that? Between the blue things? Wait, are you talking about this black speck? Are you trying to make me go OCD here? This isn't nice. Just forget about it, okay? I actually predicted he said that really weird. What did you predict? Explain it to me. I don't know what you're talking about next. Is this the same 300 pounds kid? No, we already said that. Chad, postal rage, virgin road rage. Yeah, I guess I'm more of a postal than a road rager. Not gonna lie, this looking kind of juicy though. Yeah, it's looking kind of juicy. Turns out that same kid, his dad, you guessed it, Corn Pop. Yeah, Corn Pop was a bad dude. He ran a bunch of bad boys, a bad crew. And I was the only guy who really knew. He said, "You're going to die," and I said, "What am I going to do?" So this is a turmeric cinnamon ginger shake with coconut milk. That feel when no Kenneth to prepare you a meal after a long day at work. Your kitchen is contaminated. Sounds like a minoritarian strategy. I like to get his side of the story on this one. His side of the story was he was a bad dude. He didn't even run a bunch of bad boys. He didn't even have a bad crew. He was just by himself, and he would try to hang out with us and be friends with us. I think over time, I actually stopped hating him. It was like, we would mess up, we would mess around, we would kick each other, we'd make fun of each other, and then we'd come over and play video games. He did smell very bad, though. He didn't shower, and he smelled atrocious. That was a problem. And he farted a lot, so that was kind of a problem. But he did come over to play video games one time. He brought his gaming console. We played like Godzilla or something. Restaurant concept. Chef performs one-sided psychotherapy on himself as he prepares a meal for you. That's very funny. Sounds like a horrible person. Is this Faust? No, we like Faust. Even though Faust, I feel like... Gon' Poppy can't stop. Gon' Poppy won't stop. Gon' Poppy can't stop. Gon' Poppy won't stop. Ooh! Ken's got the rude crew of bad dudes. Well, I sort of do have a rude crew. I don't know if they're my bad dudes, but there is a rude crew out there that's orbiting. I didn't even know there was a stream. I blame the shadow ban. I gave you time. I gave you preparation. I put out 2 videos alerting you to the cooking stream. So I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. But the chicken with the mushrooms is cooking. And it's pretty full. The pan is pretty full, so we're probably not going to add anything else. I do have bell peppers. Probably going to save those for next time. That's a different dish. It's closer to the turmeric. It's massive. Left of the turmeric, right of the stove. Left of the turmeric, right of the stove. Okay. All right. You know what? You got me. You got me. I'm going to have to just clean everything now. I'm just going to have to clean it. You've criticized me. It's just you've gone too far. I'm going to have to clean it. That's all I'm going to have to do. Kenneth was a low-key bully. No, I wasn't really a proactive bully. I was a reactive bully. If you bullied my friends, I would gang up on you, and I would bully you. I would make you rue the day that you bullied my friends. But, you know, that's the way it was. All right, I'm cleaning. This is supposed to be stage 3. I was supposed to clean at the end. Because, of course, you know, in the process of cooking, things are going to get dirty again. Kenneth took Sam Hyde's advice, bully them early and often. No, I'm not a big bully. I'm not a big bully. Just click in the notification bell. Says 4th density. I'll make a notification bot in the Discord, okay. Kenneth took Sam. Oh, we already read that. Man, that was good. It was annoying me. I apologize. It was just accidentally yelling chunky peanut butter next. Look, legitimately, I wasn't even thinking about him. I was just having. It was just a good advertisement. I liked what was going on with the advertisement. I was cleaning. I wasn't cleaning. I'm reading the chat and talking at the same time. It's very confusing. I have to turn away. I have to stop this. I cannot be distracted. I'm trying to tell a story. I'm trying to explain myself. You should add 2 raw eggs to your drink. I think I will not do that, but thank you anyway for the suggestion. I think instead of adding 2 raw eggs, I will possibly add some eggs to this, though. Could possibly add some eggs to this. What do you think about that? Grab some eggs. We've got some eggs right here. Take some eggs. Let's go with 3 eggs today. Alright, nothing happened. No one saw anything. No one saw anything. That's fine. Let's read the chat. If you want to be healthy, wear your leafy greens. Are mushrooms even vegetables? Cook meat. I am cooking meat. I'm cooking chicken. No one worry about anything right now. If you noticed anything, you don't even have to say anything. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, reactionary bullyism. I'm about to join a live stream. Okay, all right. That's fine. That's fine. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Speaking of bullying, there are some bizarre people on the internet, and I've thought long and hard about the very ripe and easy opportunities for bullying people on the internet. And I've resisted that urge, but I'm considering it. I know I shouldn't do it, but on the other hand, considering it. Mushrooms come from a fruit. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Okay. No one worry about anything. Everything is under control. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I'm just taking a stretch. I'm just stretching. I'm just taking a stretch. Just taking a stretch. If anyone wonders what I'm doing down here on the floor, I am a perfect cook. I would never do anything like embarrassing. That wouldn't happen. I don't think that's ever happened before. This is what I was made to do. I was made to cook. Okay? That's what I was made to do. And I am a perfect cook. Any salad on the side? Unfortunately, no. That would be good, though. Eggs should be a separate food. Yeah, but the eggs... the eggs will soak up the oil. So that's why we're going to put in the eggs. Post-reactionary bullyism. No, wait, that's cashews. Mushrooms are closer related to animals than plants. Interesting. Maybe... does that mean that mushrooms are not vegan? Maybe he'll slip on the broken egg. That'd be good content. I don't know what you're talking about. My shake, I'm sipping on milk, protein powder, creatine, Greek yogurt, berries, 3 raw eggs. How about not eating half-rotten leftovers on stream? I didn't eat any half-rotten leftovers on stream. I literally took a bone out of the out of the pan, and I ate the ends of the bone. Oh man. You know what? Maybe this cooking stream was a mistake. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I should just stick to reading the Quran. Maybe I should just stick to what I'm best at. Maybe this cooking stream was a mistake. They're just rotting corpses lining the floor of the kitchen. That's not even funny, man. That's seriously not funny. You don't joke about stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. I'm just sprucing up the floor right now. Doing some spring cleaning. Sprucing up the floor. No particular reason. A little bullying kind of indicates to people how to socially conform. Okay. Alright. I'm not a bully. You know, at some point, it'd be a pleasure to be bullied by Kenneth. I'm not a bully. I think people... Do I look like a bully to you? I'm not a bully. I don't bully people. That's not who I am. Those are not my values. I'm just swiffering the floor with my feet right now. Okay, I think everything's gonna be alright, folks. Just a happy little accident. Not a big deal. Ken, your chess rating is seriously increased. What improvements have you made to your game? I think you told me to stop doing the queen's pawn opening thing. Also, there's a different rating depending on your timing, and I'm really good at bullet chess compared to the 5-minute chess, which is a 1-minute game. I'm pretty good at the 1-minute games. I guess that shows I'm a quick thinker. Cooking floor food, cloth on fire on the stove. It is not on fire, okay? It is distant from the heat source. It's fine. Everything's fine. Look, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk, okay? Everything is fine. Ken eats the chicken bones. Yeah, very true. I get all that collagen. Can you please hum the first few bars to Fly? I don't know what the song Fly is. You're gonna have to... Here, Timeritas Tall, I will make you a moderator so you can give me a link and I can listen to that. I could see Kenneth pushing me into a locker. Well, if you can see that, I think you need to change your perspective. Pretty good at the 1-minute game. I'm relatively better at the 1-minute game than the 5-minute game. Relatively better. Not perfect, not great, not excellent. But I was doing some Minecraft over on the D Live, and every time I'd die, it was a hardcore world, so I'd have to remake the world, and it takes 2 minutes for the world to load. And so, you know, okay. Temeritus Tall says, Sugar Ray Fly. I think I've heard of that song, Sugar Ray Fly. I've heard of this song before. Isn't it like, girl, you so sugar like you fly or something like that? He's gonna post a link. I'm gonna have to do the headphones because I don't want to get copy striked. So we're gonna take a look at. Let me grab my headphones for a second. Isn't it like sugar? Don't you look so fly or something like that? Sugar, don't you look so fly? Sugar, don't you look so fly? Sugar, don't you look so fly? That's all I know. All I know of those lyrics. The H is a long H. Fall, okay. Do I look like a bully to you? I'm not Joe Pesci. I've never gotten in a serious street fight. But let's click on this link. I'm gonna look in. It's "Fly" by Sugar Ray from 1997. Still banging this in quarantine. This is a banger. The 90s. Okay, let's listen to this. Let's listen. This is not the song I was expecting. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is the one where the guy's got the frosty hair and the goatee. I don't know this song. I don't know this band. I don't know who these people are. I literally don't know this song. I'm gonna have to work on this one, okay? We might do a piano. We might do some music in the future, okay? We might do that. It's not in this stream. This is pure cooking. Had enough of this Ken character, yeah. This Ken guy's really getting on my nerves here. Ken bullies and strawmans his fans constantly. That's true. That's why I don't have real fans. I have observers. I have people who are frequent observers of the channel. I don't have any real fans. I just have frequent observers who watch the videos. They don't like the videos. They feel compelled to observe. They're monitoring my situation. Tall 9000, tall 9000. Ken bringing back the McGrath look, about darn time. Is that the guy in the video? I gotta start fly, I, till I die. Please post in this thread if you know Sugar Ray. I never heard of Sugar Ray before he was posted. We need a Ken cleaning apartment stream while singing and dancing. There's not much to clean at this point. +1, I just want to fly a fly like a bird up so high. Apparently Nick just became #1 on DLive, surpassing PewDiePie. That is very interesting. I think he's also made like 60... Has he made $60,000 on DLive in the past few months? It's been like 2 months since he's been streaming there exclusively. I think his lemon count is something like $60,000, which is pretty incredible. I think DLive takes like less than 10%, but then he's got to pay taxes on it. So add another 20% on there maybe. So he's really only getting, what is he getting at the end of the day? He made like 40 grand. 40 grand in a few months is still pretty good. I know he started while he was on the YouTube, so some of those lemons are from the YouTube days. So it's not as severe as I'm making it out to be, but yeah, impressive. He's got an impressive gig going on there. Look, if you're a talented person, you can have outrageous political views and still make money. If you're talented enough, you can do it. I'm not that talented. My political views aren't even that outrageous, and I can't make any money off this. I'm just doing this. I'm just cooking for the love of the art of cooking at this point. I'm just cooking for the fun of it. I've made negative money. I bought this microphone. That's negative money. Let's see. PewDiePie hasn't streamed on DLive in forever. That's true. He's kind of abandoned it. He was doing Terraria, which I thought was good. I've never played Terraria, but it looked entertaining. Michael Pemulis. Who knows how long I've loved you. Gotta stay fly all the time to forget I'm cooking food. Ooh, I just want to fly all around the world. People, something for me. When can I become a mod? Okay, you can become a mod. I'm feeling generous. You can become a mod. Before you made some comments I wasn't so happy about, but you know what? I'm in a generous mood. I feel like I have been here long enough to earn a mod, but you've also said things that, you know, you like to push the buttons, but don't don't complain too much about not being a mod or I'll take your mod privileges away. I have a folder full of videos of yours that I've edited out of context. Wait, are these on your channel right now? Are there a bunch of videos of me edited out of context that I haven't seen? Let's click on Temeritus Tall, and it's one video of Arvel. Okay, I haven't seen these videos. Send me some weird videos. I really don't like videos of my. It's funny I should say this. I don't like videos of myself that other people edit together. Even if they're good videos, even if they're fine, like even if they put me in a positive light, it's still, for some reason, I'm just not, it's unsettling. It's unsettling to think about the fact that there are videos out there of me that are edited by other people about me. Even if they're positive, it makes me queasy, it makes me uneasy. Something about me is like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about my image, my visage being taken from me. Almost like when you take a picture, like you steal someone's soul. I feel like if you edit a video of me, you've sort of stolen my soul and like perverted it and twisted it. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just hard for me to feel comfortable with people doing that. But if you have the videos, I mean, I'll take a look at them privately. I mean, there's no harm if you just show me the videos. Hand over the videos, Temeritus, or the girl gets it. If you weren't so aloof in your intellectual streams, your aspirations for a personality cult would be more possible. I don't think I'm a very aloof person. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are more aloof than me and are better at this whole personality cult thing than I am. I feel like there are a lot of people who just like put it all on display, and I feel like I'm more on that side of the spectrum than someone who's really like take a really popular YouTuber. Who's a really popular YouTuber? Not Jay Dyer's not necessarily aloof. I'm trying to think of like Black Pigeon Speaks. Black Pigeon Speaks is aloof, isn't he popular? He doesn't talk about he doesn't really, he just talks about like the facts, you know. I feel like if you would show a little more arm, you would get more likes. I don't think so. I think I've got, I don't think there's anything to show here. I think it just is what it is. I think you're better than Nick. Okay, well, I appreciate that. But objectively, he is better than me. Like, statistically, numerically, quantitatively speaking. The Joy of Cooking is a good book. Turn on Ken's stream on a control monitor with an entire team of battle managers headed by me, the director, as we deploy targeted comments to socialize Ken MK Ultra 2. I have no clue what that means. Anthony Bourdain vibes, live, laugh, love, die. They are private. I have only one of you. I'll go grab the private video that I sent to Elizabeth Brunig. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, if you share the video, I'll take a look at it. Anthony Bourdain was interesting, I hate to say. Yeah, he was charismatic, okay? I didn't like him either, but he was charismatic. It's like, even if you hate the guy, you have to admit, objectively speaking, he was charismatic. You liked my Peacock video. Your Peacock video was good. It was good. The thing is, no matter how good the Peacock video was, there's still some part of me that's like, wait a second, that's me in a video that's been edited. I don't know how I feel about the whole concept of editing a video of me, even if it's good. Like, but still, I don't have a problem. You know, I have my visages on the internet, so anyone can do this, so I don't have any control over it. There's no point in resisting. There's no point in criticizing or... Let's take a look at Temeritus Tall. Some of these videos. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna blow this up. I'm gonna blow this up. Let's see here. I'm gonna blow this up. Let's watch this together. Let's react to this together. I'm not sure. Oh, something went wrong. Did you private it again? Maybe he just unprivated it and privated it. That's a hard word to say, but I guess I can't watch it on the desktop. Elizabeth Brunig posting on the timeline. Is she someone who works for the Washington Post? I'm just going to take the headphones out because I'm going to assume this is not copyrighted. I'm going to assume this is me. So, Washington Post, what if I just cache it? Oh, you don't allow me to cache the page? Oh, you're terrible. All right, that was not like, that was very monotone of me. I also don't like my monotone voice, so I don't really watch too many of my own videos. Let's take a look at another one.
To partake in, either the
Wait a second.
side to this.
You're saying I sound like Cochran. I sound like Cochran from Survivor. I don't agree. I don't agree that I sound like Cochran from Survivor. I'm gonna reject that. Michael Pamoulis. Oh, that's Michael Pamoulis. Michael Pamoulis is saying that I sound like Cochran. Bourdain's show is still on TV. I'll make you a mod, but if you complain about how you aren't mod, you won't be a mod. Yeah, that's true. Trust me, it's worse than stealing your soul. Alright, Michael Pamoulis. I don't want to watch Cochran. That's not what we're here for. I'm not going to watch Cochran. Michael Pamoulis is just showing me all these John Cochran videos I don't want to watch. The longest I could watch Nick is 20 minutes. Pop and Lock Survivor Victory Dance. I don't dance like that. I don't think I dance like that. Rare glasses. Glasses? Does clipping video count as editing? No, Camille, when you do it, that's clipping. That's not editing. That's okay. Don't blow the chicken up. Let's check. The chicken is fine. Everything's fine with the chicken. It has been unlisted. I direct link to you to it. Just put it on your speakers. Crying moments. Federer, Nadal, Djokovic. There's an abuse of mod powers. The monotone is very on brand. Play the one from Arvel. Okay, but I've already seen that one. So you only have 2 videos. I thought you said you had a bunch. Well, that's anticlimactic. Alright. Okay. So that's that. Bruh, that peacock video made me laugh. The peacock. Yeah, people can watch Temeridus Tall. He's got temerity. I've got more. Yeah, we know you have a lot of random videos, Michael. I'm regretting making Michael a moderator. You can't cook, you're American. Fair point. That's a fair point. Word of warning. What's the word of warning? You can share it to me privately. You can DM me on Twitter or something. If you make anything more than a sandwich or pasta, I would be amazed. Yeah, I am gonna make more than a sandwich or pasta. And you will be amazed. This away. No, that's not gonna fit in there. Alright, get back in there. Yeah, put it in the downstairs, put it in the upstairs, put it down here. There we go. I'm starting to smell the mushrooms, which means it's cooking. Host Food Faust. Don't saw that. What's your at? My ad on Twitter is KNTHBRN. So, confrn. So, there's only one N. It's CNTHBRN. I think the link should be on my D Live. But I can put it. Yeah, what's it to you has it. I was a restaurant manager for 3 years. If Mr. Brown delivers, I will post food. Faust should do a cooking stream. Go to Faust videos and like his newest video. So he does a cooking stream. Everyone needs to be cooking. We're all cooking here. I'm starting a nationwide renaissance of cooking streams, okay? I'm starting a trend here. All right. This is cooking wonderfully, guys. Now, admittedly, I'm gonna admit it, I did break some eggs earlier. We don't need to dwell on that because we have more eggs, okay? It was just 3 eggs. It was only 3 eggs. You don't need to freak out. You don't need to tell me, oh, you broke the eggs and then they fell on the floor and you had to clean them and it took 5 minutes and... Okay, enough. Enough with the chit-chatter. Let's get down to business. I warn you, I am vegetarian, so no meat. Wow, that's unexpected. I did not expect Faust to be a Nietzschean Dutch 6'5", 250 pounds vegetarian. I would eat a meal made by Faust. Or fish. Oh, you're a pescatarian, you pesky pescatarian. Faust. Kenneth is ein rode heel Holland bakt van Bleekbaar. I don't know what Bleekbaar, does that mean really? Visibly? I don't know what Bleekbaar means. But yeah, I am a... ik ben een grote heel Holland bakt van. Heel Holland bak is Anglische subversing. Of course. Of course. Heel Holland bak is Engelse subversie. Yep, Engelse subversie there. Yep, that's what it is. Heel Holland bak. They're trying to get you with the baked goods. Pastien zijn subversief. Yeah, pastries, very subversive pastries. So I want to put these in there. How do I do this? Let's grab this and use it as a receptacle. Okay. Don't go offline. I have big posts to make. Must restart my computer. Okay. I will eventually end this stream. Just not quite yet. I gotta break a few eggs first. Okay. So we broke a few eggs. I'm gonna have to eat at the end of this. My saliva is starting to work. Oh no. Can't make whatever it is I'm making without breaking a few eggs. Very true. Very true. First rule of cooking, you gotta break a few eggs. First rule. I almost broke too many eggs. I don't think I want that many eggs. I just want 3. Should we do 4? Should we go for the full 4? Should we get dangerous with it? Should we go for the full 4 eggs? I'm gonna go for it. Baked goods filled with carbs, absolute degeneracy. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but the patry rises as it strikes you. But all of the bakers are so skinny and fit, like, compared to American bakers. I don't know. It's so beautiful. It's a work of art. What are you even making? You're gonna find out. Did you know you can even eat the eggshell for extra calcium? I'm sure if I crushed it up, I could eat it. But I don't think I need to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, it's filled. You're looking peckish. Do 4. Yeah, I'm always looking peckish. Interesting. I did 4. Now that we have those eggs in there, we've pretty much added the final ingredients. I'm gonna put the I eat like 6 eggs for breakfast. Dude, you're not a vegetarian. You eat eggs. What do you mean 3 eggs? I can eat 6 eggs for breakfast. I could do it if I wanted to. If I wanted to, I could eat 6 eggs for breakfast. The risky quad edge maneuver. I don't know what that means. You shouldn't. Is that like bootage edge? I don't know what quad edge means. You shouldn't be so wasteful. We are living on the verge of climate catastrophe. I think I'm good. I think there's only so much calcium you can eat before it becomes superfluous. Alright. Boy, cooking is hard work. So we're going to end it very soon. I hope everyone's prepared for the end of the stream. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Vegetarianism is about meat? Okay, whatever. Fine. You win, Faust. I eat eggs, milk, and cheese. Alright. Well, I don't eat eggs. Well, actually, I do eat eggs. Never mind. I'm eating eggs right now. What am I saying? I'm so tired, I don't even know what I'm saying. Quadruple eggery? I don't know what quadruple eggery means. But we're going to turn it all the way up to 2 to cook those eggs. We're going to put these spices back over here. You know, we didn't use the butter. I was going to make granola. Remember that plan? But this has gone on too long. I'm getting fatigued. I'm getting tired. I don't have it in me today. I don't have it in me to do granola. We've reached the end of things. Show us the dish. Message deleted by Michael Pemelis. Okay, Michael, you just lost your moderator privileges. You can't. Michael has gone mad with power. Michael is going mad with power. You can't do that. You can't just start banning people, Michael. That's not the job of a mod. The job of a mod is to post links. That's the purpose of being a moderator. You're not supposed to, like, ban people. That's my job. Only I can ban people. Only moderators can just post links. Excited for the next stream. If people think I'm literally just going to be a cooking channel and I'm only going to cook on stream from now on, you're probably mistaken. I will perhaps though do some cooking streams in the future. We'll see. We will see if I end up doing cooking streams in the future. The best thing to do with power is to go mad. Daily reminder that Michael got banned not for hitting on I'm not gonna read that. I had to make a move to consolidate power. Well, I'm sorry, but it didn't work. Use it to get more power until things get out of hand. You had one shot and you blew it, Mike. You blew it. Alright, you know what? Mike, you're falling pretty fast here. You might get banned. I warned you, Mike. I warned you, Mike. If you go there, I'm gonna ban you. I need you to do your best Gordon Ramsay impressions. I can't do it on the fly. I can't just, like, do impressions. I don't even know how to do it. He just yells at people. He's just like, "This is terrible!" He just, like, he grabs the pan. I'm about to drop the whole thing in the sink, by the way. Just so everyone's prepared for what I'm gonna do. But he's like, "You call this a meal? This is crap! Get out of my kitchen!" He says he's just an angry British man. That's all Gordon Ramsay is. Nothing special. That pan is hot, by the way. Trust me, I will make the channel reach levels we've never reached before. Just give me that sweet mod. I don't think so. Freud was right. If you actually take that quote in context, they say, quote, Freud was right about some things and very wrong about other things. So, Peter, I don't like your implications. I don't like your implications. You know what, moderators, stop banning Camille and start banning Peter. I'm gonna put him in a timeout. 100 likes, 1,000 likes, video will be uploaded momentarily, and say things that are bad and flowery metaphors like, you're like, this tastes like a bad rainstorm on a Tuesday afternoon. That's a pretty lightly cooked egg, looks good. You can't say it's nothing special, but he earned millions by shouting. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. I mean, anyone who's successful, you have to respect that. You have to respect success. Chicken and mushrooms past the expiration date. Look, the mushrooms are not past the expiration date. They're not going to be droopy warm eggs. They're still cooking. If you would have given me mod, it would have never lasted. Ah, okay. Michael, who started the trend, who literally started the trend, now he's gonna clean up after himself. I don't believe you, Michael. I don't believe you. I've lost the trust. I've lost the faith in Michael. The tale of Michael Pamoulis is a strange tale. Have you heard the tale of Michael Pamoulis? Have you heard the tale? Have you heard the legend of Michael Pamoulis the Wise? He grew mad with power. The mods can't really keep up with today's fast-moving live chat. I agree. The chat's just popping off right now. We've got millions of live viewers. The chat is popping off. I can't control it. That's the nice thing about being a small niche channel, like a little baby channel with like 6 live viewers, is you don't have to worry about the chat getting out of hand. Everything's gonna be okay. The only good egg recipe is sauce hollandaise. We can go far with asparagus, farther than you can imagine. Do you have any pets? I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see if any pets wander into the frame. We'll discover my pets. My secret pets. Kenneth is a bird man? People are speculating. See, someone needs to ban Camille. No one needs to ban Camille. Camille has the right to Camille's opinion. Okay, Kenneth, here it goes. Tamaritas It's almost cooked. The cooking is almost complete here. Sugar, how you get so fly. Sugar, how you get so fly. That song is now, that melody is in my head. In my head, in my head, in my head. If you have a Twitter account, you can DM me on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, you can DM me on Discord. Do you have a Discord? I want to see your reaction to this video, but I don't want the chat to see it. Okay, well then, you got to either get on Discord or you have to get on Twitter in order to DM me. Will you cook the pets? Is this an Oriental? No. Camille needs to be put in her place. Camille, what are you? Camille is Pete Bossboom. That's who Camille is. He could be a French guy. Okay, alright. Yeah, it could be a French guy. Camille likes to LARP, pretends to be a Muslim, pretends to be a girl, can't deal with the responsibility of being a man. That's pretty harsh. It's a female name in France. I will clip his ears. Faust is getting pretty wild. Sent to Twitter. Okay, I'll check it out on the Twitter. Let's take a look at the Twitter. Open it up here. Do I have any DMs? Yes, I do. Message request. Oh my goodness. This does not have a good title. Already, I haven't even listened to the clip. And it doesn't look good. I've got the deep V. I've got a deep V-neck that's like tending toward the nipple. Already this is bad. I've got like some Justin Bieber hair. And bad posture. Shoulders shrugged forward and inward. Oh my god! This is terrible! Oh no! This is why I had to delete all my old videos, because of things like this. This is ridiculous. Oh no! Oh no! This is too much. Oh my goodness! Oh no! That is too much. That is way too much. Wow. I don't know what video that was. I don't know what video that was, but that is that's too much. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. That that's not good. That's not a good one. Let's get back to the chat. Camille is my real name. Paint me a vivid picture of what you look like with words. Life is harsh. Ken, do 20 push-ups. Well, that'll be part of the workout stream. The workout stream. Videos I had bookmarked that you went private with. Yeah, I did that for reasons like this. Like, I said a bunch of ridiculous things that could very easily be clipped together to make even more ridiculous things. And that's a problem. That's a problem. I mean, already, I'm a sensitive man. I can't handle the public scrutiny. I can't handle this. Very engaging stream of a guy watching a video on a phone. Show the chat. What is he watching? Past link. Post the link. I have no idea what video it was. Share with chat. Yeah, you do. You posted the link, so you know what it is. Okay, here's how I'll say it out to you. It says, I don't have any friends. I don't have any close friends. I don't have any men I'm intimate with. It's become sexualized. I have a lot of fetishes. Doing some Freudian analysis. Where does this come from? You can't change your sexuality. Maybe you think you're the exception. We don't have agency over that. Real sex is two people. They're rubbing sex organs together. This is very awkward. If you videotape two people having sex together, that is what making YouTube videos is about. You can go live in the woods every night. I could sneak out and videotape two people having sex, throw you in a boat, kidnap you, drag you back, and duct tape your mouth, tie you up, and give you. And then I think this is actually the flossing video. This has to be the flossing video because I'm showing how you floss. I'm showing the flossing technique, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Okay, you can't just laugh like that and not show us. I'm sure anyone who's determined could clip you to say anything. Yeah, but he didn't even have to try that hard. It was pretty bad. I don't know what video it came from is what I meant. I think it was the flossing video. There is a delay of about 30 seconds between the stream and chat. Retweet it, 20 push-ups. 100 is baseline to be a normal guy. He is actually saying it. Yeah. I just said it. There it is. Yep. Last one might not work. Yeah, it's pretty I'll say it's pretty problematic. Faust says Nederland's #1. Okay. Nederland's #1. Oh my goodness. Well, that was funny. I'm not gonna play. Oh no, this is from long ago. My chat is not working. Oh my goodness, man. That is funny. That makes me look like... It doesn't make me look good, I'll say that, but as much as it makes me look like a as much as it makes me look like a freak and a weirdo, it is still funny. That was hilarious. You know, that's what I get for thinking about doing compilations and clips of other people. That's just what I get. That's just karma. Apparently there's a dozen more like that. Oh boy, I can't wait for those to come out. This is what happens. This is what you get for being online, for making videos. You got the send that to Justin Murphy. If anyone ever calls me a homophobe, you can just look at that clip. And that'll just prove I'm a very open guy. You know. I'm into all kinds of things. Kidnap you, put you on a boat, duct tape your mouth. I don't even know what that could possibly be in context to. It's bizarre. Again, I look at that, I'm like, who is this guy? This guy is crazy. The people demand it? Well, I can't unprivate my videos because then people will flag my old videos. Because I didn't understand the YouTube rules. And now I understand the YouTube rules. I tried to unprivate all my videos. I did that once and then I got flagged. So, I'm not doing that again. Sorry. What do you think about Moldbug doing all these podcasts? Were you ever a fan of his stuff? No. I wasn't. Despite the accusations leveled at me. I read some Nick Land, I think, but I never read Moldbug. We're almost done here. Alright, we flipped 1 egg, flip 2 egg, flip 3 egg, flip 4 egg. Okay. Beautiful. Let those eggs cook. That's all we're waiting for, is just the eggs at this point. Just unlist them and send them all to you. I don't know that I don't know that I'm intentionally going to punish myself in that way. I don't know if I'm actually going to give you material to make me look ridiculous and bizarre. As funny as that may be, I don't think I'm going to do that. When did you see the one I did with Arvol? When you sent it to me long ago, you already sent it to me like months ago. Hanging with Cantbot, hanging with Murphy, writing a few columns. Well, good for him. Moldbug does have interesting things. Well, I probably was influenced by people who were influenced by him. Kenneth is anti-formalism. Moldbug didn't have any super profound insights. He's an entertaining writer. Is it normal to cook for close to 3 hours? No, I'm just not very good at it. Also, how long could it possibly take to cook a chicken? That chicken might as well as be jerky at this point. I'll send links. Use it for promo content, really. I don't think me talking about, you know, I don't even want to repeat. I already said it. I already quoted the video. It was pretty bad. I don't really, that's not the image I want to project. That's not my plans. My plans are wholesome cooking streams and maybe reading the Quran and playing Minecraft and chess. Those are my plans. My plans are not really like making gross sexual jokes, which are funny. They are funny, but also it does get old. You know, you watch someone like Destiny. You watch someone like Destiny who's just like making all these gross sexual humor, and it's funny at first, and then after a while, it's just like, this is just gross. It's not funny anymore. So I don't really want to get into that. Cooking takes all day. Overcooking meat is a carcinogen. It's not a laughing matter. Well, I'm laughing. I think it's funny. All right. Is it cooked yet? Are we done? I gotta end this stream, dude. I didn't know it was 3 hours already. All right. We've really been slow cooking this chicken. We've slow cooked it so much that the meat is just falling off the bone here. So, got another bone for you. Another bone. Where's my... Give me a second. I gotta balance this bone. Alright. There is the bone. What's going on? Don't worry, the others aren't sexual. They're mostly about Israel. Great. Excellent. Awesome. My favorite two topics are sexuality and Israel. My favorite two things to talk about. Those definitely don't get old. Ken talking to me after shoving me in a locker. So weird fantasy. Please stop. Oh, you aren't going to put them in timeout? What's the real problem, mate? I just don't like how critical you are, Peter. I don't like how critical you are. I also... You're Argentinian, so that doesn't help. Did you say Israel? They perform someone... What are the most taboo subjects? I'm not even going to list them. I'm not going to list the 3 most taboo subjects. Wow. This is going to haunt me forever. Am I circumcised? That's a taboo subject. I think I've already told people the answer to that question. But it'll be interesting to see the speculation. Because you know, people will just look at you and be like, I can just look at a person and I can just tell just by looking at them. I think Schizo Rick knows what I'm talking about. Argentinians Look, I don't have a problem with white people. I don't have a problem with white Argentinians. But I do have a problem with Argentinians like Tito Perdue, who are obsessed with the southern United States and southern literature and southern Gothic. I have a problem with this. He's American, that's all I say. Okay. Not sure there are a couple. Well, I thought about this question for many hours in the shower. You're American, so it's pretty much a yes. I have a weird spiritual cope about circumcision. You call it a cope. I mean, I'm not going to prove to you anything about my downstairs mix-up because that's not what YouTube is about. But I'm just saying, yeah, I am eating the marrow. Good for you. All right, folks. Here we go. We're almost done. Gotta mix it up, mix it around. Okay. Gonna blast it on high. Blast it on high for like 30 seconds. What's the problem with Southern Gothic? I've never read it, and yeah. What's the most nutritious part of the marrow, he's saying? What you just said, that was what YouTube was about. Can you eat that slop style out of the pan for the camera? No. I think saying that is not what YouTube is about is an unverifiable claim. It would make the stream pop since YouTube is about everything. It's not about everything. It's about, my YouTube is what I think it's about. That's what my YouTube's about. Are we ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, aye, Captain. O, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants. There she goes. Can I fit it all in one of these containers? I'm not sure. I think I can. I believe so. All right. So, if you look at the pan here, the pan, and I don't want to burn myself, but the pan is all dirty. And you see that? Pan's dirty. Let's see. Count it on the clock. How long does it take for me to clean a dirty pan? Aye, aye, Captain. Faust, for real, you gotta teach us cooking some delicious fish meals. Salmon on the skin. Doesn't play videos for copyright strike. Sings Nickelodeon song. Bro, I didn't sing anything. I simply quoted something that is now, it is a meme. If it's in the meme, it's public domain. All I said was, I said, who doth, I said, wer wohnt in ein Pineapple? I'm not sure what you call a pineapple in German. I'm sure it's not pine. It's like, it's not Erdapfel, that's potato. Maybe it's a berry. Maybe it's a form of berry. Wer wohnt in ein something unter dem See? See, that's a completely original song. I know that's what you Americans like. Vegetarian fried chicken. How do you make vegetarian fried chicken? Vegetarianism is demon diet. Absorbent and yellow and porous is he. Kind of commenting on the food he's just cooked. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Put a bit of elbow grease into this now. That was just... Don't wash the pan. Sorry, Brian, I'm washing the pan. Alright. Pan is mostly washed. Retired to Alaska and start a fishing stream. Smoked salmon with Faust. Hopefully I did not step in any animal product for the vegetarian bootlicker. Ananas is the German. Okay. Wer wohnt in ein Ananas? Is it Ananas or is it just Anana? Wer wohnt in ein Ananas unter dem See? I don't know how to say sponge either. Something Bob. How do you say square in German? Keukel is circle. What is square? Square. Ein Vierdrecke? That's a four angle, a four corner. I don't know how to say square either. I've lost my vocabulary. Ananas, pineapple. Is Arvel on Twitter? Possibly. I don't know about that. Just scrape the scraps out with some salt if necessary. Leave it be. I really hope you aren't using soap or you need to re-season the pan. You know, I might have used soap, Brian. I know. See, you're on another level. I'm just like, I'm going to clean the pan. It's not completely clean. Like, you can take a look at it. It's not completely clean here. There's still some stuff on it. I mean, I don't put extra soap on it. I just let it be. I just let it do what it does. You must coat it with a thick layer of olive oil to season it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you're technically correct, but I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. You make vegetarian chicken with seitan. You'll make Kenneth hate cast iron too. I ate some trout the other day. Pretty good with potatoes. Cast iron, stainless steel, non-stick. It will rust. You must dry and coat with olive oil. Okay, fine, Michael. Fine. Fine. He's saying it's gonna rust. Okay, fine. It's gonna rust. Bam. Are you happy? I threw some olive oil on it. Are you happy? Boom. See is lake in German, but see in Dutch? Meer. You said meer. Meer means more. Meer is M-E-E-R. Verkant is square, or vierkant. I don't think that's the German for square. I forget what the German is. Boil it down. Modern Icelandic has sja for sea, but in Old Norse they sometimes use the Latin loan word mar. Or mir. You also use mir in German. Dry it with a towel, then heat it up to evaporate the water at least, please. Okay. I do evaporate. The water is currently evaporating on the hot stove. Don't worry about it. Did I turn the stove off? Everything's off. Everything's fine. You know what I didn't do? I didn't turn on that light, which I guess would have given us more atmosphere. Too bad. You have a layer of soap chicken mushroom egg for your next meal. Okay, alright. Whatever. Get a paper towel or a rag. Mare and mare are spelled the same. No, it's mir in German. Vierkant is Dutch. Okay. Mir is the German spelling. I'm pretty much like 100% sure about this. Mir Deutsch. It's gonna come up mir. Yeah. Das Mir. The C. It's not Meer. Maybe in Dutch it's Meer, but not in German. Come on. That's an easy one. Then after all the water is gone, rub it. Oh, okay. Are you a neat? Could be, could be. You know, at the end of the day, I can try to prove to people like, oh, I'm awesome. Everything that's unfair. I don't like people who brag about themselves. I don't like people who lie about themselves. So I try to do the opposite. Rather than try to brag about my accomplishments, I try to just, if people want to assume the worst, if they want to assume that I'm living off government assistance right now, you go ahead. I can't stop people. Like, even if I said something, if I said, you know, I'm really proud of X, Y, and Z, people could just say, he's lying. Doesn't matter. It's fake. He's lying. I'd rather let people use their imagination. Whatever you think about me, square is a Schvarken? Schvarin? Are you serious? Schvarin? That's no good. It should be Vierdrecke. What is square in German? Square Deutsch. Is it seriously Schvar? What is it? Tell me, Leo. Tell me what it is. Der Platz, der Winkel, das Winkelmaß, das Vierecke. Yeah, Vierecke. I said Vierdrecke. Okay, whatever. Vierdreck, Viereck, whatever. Same etymology. I got it right. It was das Viereck. Yeah, thank you, Leo. And imagine how great your life would be if you had us here for everything you did. Okay. I think you stay over in the live chat and I'll be over here, and that's just fine. There's no Germanic name for square in German. Viereck. Yeah, it's called Viereck, bro. They don't use the Latin quadrat. You're wrong. They use Viereck. It means four corners. That's Viereck. Look, hydrology in Germanic language is pretty complex. Ken, you are awesome. Nothing shameful about neat life. Excellent point. That's why I never tell people how well endowed I am. Okay, great. People might not believe when I say I ran a 431 1600, but it's true. I've never seen you wear a tie, so you must be a neat. Yeah, that makes sense. I retracted the joke. Oh, okay. Okay. Is Kenneth a trust fund kid? There's a lot of speculation out there. Die Ecke, yes, around the corner. We need a Kenneth compound. Pessimistic idealism needs to teach Kenneth drip. Then you'll have hundreds of viewers to stream. I'm just wearing a bad shirt because I don't want it to get dirty while I'm cooking. Is that okay? Is it okay that I wear like a shirt that's not very good? Ein Ecke ist ein Platz. No, Ecke is a corner. That's what it originally means. Now, maybe people can colloquially refer to a Platz as an Ecke, but Ecke ultimately comes from the word corner and could refer to a Platz. But you've got Viereck, Rechteck. People, I know who's going to be who said my German was bad. Was it who was it? It wasn't Menthol. It was it Ziv Fuchs? No, it wasn't Ziv Fuchs. Who was the guy who was criticizing my German, saying my German pronunciation was bad? It's just when I switch between English and German that it's bad. If I'm just focusing on the German, it's not the worst. I can say ich. I don't say ich. I don't say itch. I say ich, mich, dich. Okay, so I can pronounce. It was Ruben Gratz. Ruben was attacking my German pronunciation, but it's not that bad. Und ein Platz ist kinda. We don't say kinda. We say keine. Keine geometrische Form. Yeah, a Platz is a place. It's like Berliner Platz. That's like the central square. Du Halbdeutsche. No, ich hab Volldeutsch. Ich spreche Volldeutsch, nicht Halbdeutsch. All of my inside shirts are bad and my outside shirts are nice. Jemandem die Ecke bringen. Bring someone around the corner. Okay. I have some shirts that I've owned for literally 10 years. They still look fine. Wir nahmen das Volksdeutsche. Okay. Maybe he's turned his back on his aristocratic elite ties out of a sense of injustice and decided to help the middle. Interesting theory. Like crappy t-shirts, put the food on the plate, taste it, and comment on it or you're a fraud. Wir haben zusammen noch keine Schweine gehütet. We have together we have not, what is gehütet? I know hüt is a hat. I don't know what gehütet is. We have not put a hat, we have not taken care of a, does that mean to, wir haben zusammen noch keine Schweine gehütet? We have not tended to our pigs? I have no clue what this means. This sounds very idiomatic. German's very idiomatic. Wir haben noch nichts für Farkens gesorgt. Okay. Gekümmert. Whoa, I have to go back for a second. Translate to English. We haven't looked after pigs. That's very idiomatic. Aber das ist politik unwünschlich. No, I think that would be das ist politisch. I know you're trying to say undesirable. What would be a good word for undesirable? Let's just find out. I'm not even gonna try to one up you. Undesirable. Unerwünscht. Yeah, unerwünscht. You were close. It's just the suffixes and the prefixes. All of my clothing is secondhand. Da liegt der Hund begraben. Are you talking about there lies the dog who is buried? Begraben. The dog is buried there. Okay, cool. Never drop the drip. The food is cold. No, the food is just cooling down. The food is very hot. Thrift clothes. Das ist mir Wurst. That is sausage to you. Okay, your pronunciation is pretty bad. Dude, you can't even spell. You're saying like, aber das ist politik unwünschlich. Unwünschlich is not even a word. So I can pronounce things. Der hat nicht alle Tassen im Schrank. Okay, there's your perfect pronunciation. Why did you change your channel icon to a square? There are now black spaces in the corners and it upsets me greatly. I apologize. Ich with a hard K would be Plattdietz by proper German dialect. Yeah, okay. Sie spielt die beleidigte Leberwurst. You play the... What does that mean? You play with liverwurst? What does that even mean? She plays the offended liver sausage? What does that mean? Das Leben ist kein Ponyhof. Ponyhof is like a barn for ponies. Es geht nicht wieder du Halbdeutsch sprecht, aber es geht über Blut. So it doesn't matter whether you speak half German, it matters. What matters is blood. Okay. That's fine. Was Hähnchen nicht lernt, das Hans nimmermehr. What the little Hans did not learn, Hans learns that more. You cannot, or I guess you can never learn it again. Nevermore, I guess nimmermehr means nevermore. You cannot teach old dogs new tricks. You're just posting German idioms. Villa Knoblauch, unsere Zeit für Majoritarismus. What is that? V. Will, garlic. Okay. Non-native German speaker having good pronunciation isn't a thing in general. Yeah. Anfangen ist leicht, behachen eine Kunst. Beginning is easy, finishing is an art. Is that what behachen means? Persevering is an art. Okay. Du siehst den Wald vor lauter Bäume nicht. You see the forest not for loud trees. Why is it loud trees? I guess that's very old and idiomatic. All trees lauter, that's not a common one. On Wednesday like Deutsch is German. Dutch is German. What did Ken cook? We'll find out. Insurrectionist. Wer zwei Hassen auf einmal jagt, bekommen keinen. So what is a Hassen? It's not a hatred. Wer zwei Hassen auf einmal jagt, bekommen keinen. If you hunt 2 rabbits, okay, so a Hasse is a rabbit. If you hunt 2 rabbits, you won't get any. Unwunschlich. On wenn sie like, stop speeching that jibber jabber. You can guess. He made chicken with mushroom and eggs. Odd things happen. Der Arzt sieht den Menschen in seiner ganzen Schwäche, der Advokat in seiner ganzen Schlechtigkeit und der Priester in seiner ganzen Dummheit. So the doctor sees in people their whole weakness, the advocate, which I'm guessing means the lawyer, their whole evils or guilt, and the priest in his whole dumbness. Or no, his, not their, it should be his probably. In his whole, or I'm not sure. Let's see what Google Translate says. The doctor sees man in all his weakness, lawyer in all his badness, priest in all his stupidity. Okay. That's basically what I thought. You can't see the forest through the trees. Jeder, der sich die Fähigkeit erhält, Schönes zu erkennen, wird nie alt werden. One who holds himself, I forget what Fähigkeit is, Schönes zu erkennen, beautiful to know, will never become old. So, someone who holds beauty, anyone who maintains the ability, Fähigkeit is ability. Anyone who maintains the ability to recognize beauty will never grow old. Ich bin Schnappi das Krokodil. Ja. That feel when don't speak German and don't care. Like if you agree. Ich glaube schön, dass nicht, dass deine Chat wirklich Deutsch spricht. I think you mean Sean, not schön. Unless you believe it beautifully to be so. But yeah, probably the chat is not. And also, it's not wirklich, it's wirklich with an I. Aber sie konnten sehr gut googeln. I'm not googling right now. And it's not konnten, it's könnten with umlaut and 2 N's. You might get. See, my spelling is just better than you. We should have a German spelling contest. It's such an easy language to spell. You can get more out of some German philosophers if you get into the original text. They play a lot with words. I tried that with Nietzsche for like 5 pages on a D live stream. Oder was das auch heißt, analyze language. They can analyze losing World War II. Milch is for babies. Wenn du erwachsen bist, musst du Bier trinken. Or trinken. That is, milk is for babies. If you want to grow, you have to drink beer. Man reist nicht, anzukommen, sondern anzureisen. So one journeys not to arrive, but to journey. Jeder, der sich die Fähigkeit erhält. We already read that one, dude. Michael, you're posting the same one twice. That's ridiculous. All right, so people want to do a little tasting here. I'm not that hungry, to be honest. Do a little tasting. Okay. Tastes good. Got some eggs in there, got some chicken. I'm gonna try one of these mushrooms now. Good. Was mich nicht umbringt, macht mich stärker. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Reading and books, logos rising. Oh no, Michael was deleted by Tamaritus Tall. Die Guten sind immer umstritten. The good are always cursed, I think is what that means. Camille. F. F for 300 seconds. I think it's good. If you want to see, let me pull up the live cam where it's not on the delay. You want to see this? I don't think you really can see that well. Let's see. Needs some light. I know. I don't know how to get better lighting here. Go to a video capture device 2, HD webcam, Pro webcam. There we go. Okay. Now we've got 2 webcams. Let's see if we can get some better lighting here. This is what I made. It doesn't look like much. It doesn't look beautiful. It's mushrooms, eggs, and chicken. That's it. So, hope you enjoyed. You know, it's not Heel Holland Bacht or anything like that. It's not like some amazing. It's not something that's very good to look at. Looks like a mess. Yeah, essentially that's true. Did he even put salt in there? No. I didn't put salt in there because the chicken has its own salt. It has natural salts. Visual inspection by the chat. Eggs, chicken, and mushrooms. What is this? Lost and moldy chicken coop. The recipe. Oh man, you can never please everybody. The backlighting really brings out the vibrancy of the cuisine. Waited 3 hours to lay my eyes on that chicken. Unbelievable. Free speech officially dead. Bit of an abortion of a meal, but edible nonetheless. Wow. Pretty harsh. It's a dark pile of food. Salt works by literally burning your tongue. Interesting. Michael Pemelis is a martyr. That's 3 hours. Okay, wow. Exposing younger taste pupils directly to input. Amazing. Amazing. Most impressive, right? It only took 3 hours. What a stream. What an amazing stream. Let's see, our high point was about 45 minutes in or so. We had 27 live viewers. Not a very good statistic for just a hot minute ago. We had a video with 100 likes. But I would say not a terrible stream. Maybe we'll do this, you know, every few weeks or once a month or something like that if I remember. If I remember to not cook. Because a lot of time I'll cook while I'm multitasking. I'll be doing one thing over here and then I'm cooking over there and then I'm distracted. So you know what I mean. But I think that's it. Appreciate everybody. I'm not impressed by this cooking, Mr. Brown. I will not make a cooking stream in reply. That's sad. He is part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor! Oof. Yeah, very sad news from Faust. Probably the most tragic news of all. That I have made Faust into a... Whoops. I've made Faust decide not... Which camera is better? I think this one is better. Whoops. Resize, there we go. I think this one is better than this one. Wouldn't you agree? I agree. I agree with myself. Ken doesn't use salt because he hates pleasure. Press 1 if you want Faust, the former restaurant manager, cooking stream. 1? Okay, I'm gonna post 1 in the chat. 1. Alright, so yeah, people should go to Faust's channel right now, and they should post in his comments, cooking stream when? Cooking stream tomorrow, question mark? Cooking stream like today, tomorrow, and the next day. Alright, I'm gonna post his latest video. I need everybody right now to go. Don't even post the one. Just go to Faust, go to his channel, and start posting messages about the... Also, if you have Twitter, obviously if you have a YouTube account, go there. But if you have Twitter as well, let's find where Faust is. I'm gonna look him up. He's in my DMs. Twitter.com. Whoops. I copy pasted way too much. He's twitter.com at FaustL31. Everyone go, if you have Twitter, go to his Twitter and just tell him to do a cooking stream. And translate it to Dutch. What's do a cooking stream? Do a cooking stream. If we can get 100 likes on a video, I feel like we can get do een kookstrom. I don't know if that's just what Google Translate told me. But that's what we have to post. Do een kookstrom. Let's see. If I make oats, they would be superior. Raw oats. Yeah, raw oats. Really a difficult recipe, raw oats. Step 1, buy them at the store. Step 2, eat them. Whoa. Faust should cook brain cells. Man of granite, oats are slave food. Ken is sicking his dogs. Kookstrom. Impressive biceps. Ein kook opname die bedolje. Nee, kookstrom is geen woord. Well, it is now geen woord. Or een woord. It's een woord. Kookstrom. Doe een kookstrom. Doe nou maar gewoon een kookstrom. Faust avatar is from Hollywood. Yeah, very subversive. Very subversive to do a kookstrom. Interesting. Wow, can you believe we've been going for 3 hours? I was tired before, and now I don't know if I can go to sleep now. But we're going to have the discipline. You can't watch the stream because I'm ending it, so go to Faust and go post and force him to cook. All right, bye everyone. But don't forget, we're going to play the outro. See you next time. Oh, the mic is still on? Amazing. Wow.